Bello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, my friend. Not too bad.
Thanks for coming.
I haven't seen you in a while.
So, is this a shot?
That is a shot.
That's a bit big, but
No,
sure.
I measured it out. It's the exact same thing I'm taking, okay?
So we're starting with a shot of wine.
A
Very
shot of wine.
unconventional, but I like the spirit of it.
Because I haven't seen you since your
Halloween.
last party, Halloween. So, yes. The Italians say chin chin.
Yes, we can say chin chin.
There we go. I'm a little Sicilian, so.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Sadly, I am. It's okay.
It is what it is. So, yeah, what have you been up to, man? Talk to me.
Not much. Not much. Mostly doing this podcast.
Okay.
Working like crazy.
Okay.
I've like 5 projects going on at the same time.
Francesco, we've hung out at least a dozen times. And when I say hang out, I mean we've gone to parties,
Yes.
seen each other, and gotten shit-faced. I don't know a goddamn thing about you, man.
I just realized that. Well, yeah.
I know nothing about you. So,
Okay.
if you don't mind, this is your show. But I have a game that I like to play
Sure.
when I'm trying to get to know somebody. Do you mind if we play?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't mind. Go for it.
Excellent. All right. So this is actually like what I do anytime I have a first date. All right.
Okay.
So little box of honesty. Okay. Only a couple of rules. You have to be honest. And we're going to take turns asking a question, but it has to be a question that we can both answer.
Okay.
Okay. So I can go first, ask a question, and I'll answer. Oh, you answer it first, then I'll answer it after. Or I can answer it first since whatever.
Should I pretend this was a date or?
We're having a man date. Yes. We're trying to get to know each other. All right.
Perfecto.
All right.
You look amazing.
Dude, I'm sweaty, man. I just came from working out, so I'm hot. All right. We'll start with the easy one. What is the worst date you've ever been on?
The what?
The worst date you've ever been on.
Worst date.
The worst date, yes.
Worst date. I had many bad dates.
Yeah? Well, when you say bad, though, what do you mean? Like she got up and threw the wine in your face and she walked out, or what happened?
No, I think the worst ones are the ones where it happened twice.
There we go.
Where like they kind of didn't realize there was a date. Like, hey, do you want to go out and grab like a drink and like, and they go like, yeah, sure. But it was like a sort of a business meeting kind of thing.
Now, I love you, Francesco, but you realize this is your fault, right?
Yeah.
That's completely your fault.
Absolutely.
It should never be a surprise. It should always be, hey, this is a date. We're going to go grab some
Yeah,
drinks.
but it does feel weird to say like, do you understand that I'm asking you out on a date? Like, you don't want to like,
No, bro. Just at the end of it, hey, let's meet up at this time, this place. This is a date. It's that simple. It really
Yeah.
is.
yeah. Like in my, like, I think in Italy, there is not much the sense of a date like in the American way.
Okay.
Like, you go out with people and whatever happens, happens. So there is no need to clarify that there was a date or it wasn't. Because, like, you want to hang out with them anyway. And if things lean towards, like, the date way, then you flow with that. If they don't, you might end up just being friends.
You
But
see. Okay.
once I try to transition to, like, a date system and I don't really know the rules, then that's where I fuck up.
How old are you?
I'm old.
How old is old?
34.
I'm 31. I'm about to be 32. It's not a big deal. You're not old at all. We'll talk about this after. We're not going to do this live.
Is this going to be part of your book?
Yeah. So, I mean, should we talk about that first, or you want to answer the question? And
No,
I should
let's
answer
keep
the
going with
question?
the questions.
Well,
and
we could get to that after, okay? But yeah, so
Dino.
is there like one that stands out, or was it just
No,
A couple.
it happened twice. And I was just like, okay, let's hang out and have dinner and enjoy our company and talk about business. I was like, okay. I was not expecting that to happen, but I'll roll with it.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I probably no, I wouldn't leave. I would probably just stick it out. Yeah, you're right. You did the right thing. Yeah, it is what it is.
It would have been bad to just go like, oh, you don't want to bang, so I'm leaving.
No, 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 no. You never say that. You never do that. No, of course not. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
No, no.
I mean, you might miss out on
Well,
people anyway.
you know, you're right though. No,
Connections.
you should definitely say you should hang out because she could end up being a friend. She could end up being a lover later on. You know, who knows?
Okay, comes to mind another bad date, a completely different story. This was a date,
Okay.
from a dating app, and we go out. We go to a party.
Mm.
I'm not gonna name people because I think there's a lot of people like who
Name
know other
names.
people and
Name names.
Not naming names. But anyway, I go to this party. I bring her along, and turns out she knows the host.
Okay.
And the host, who's a girl, she invited, like by coincidence, they didn't know that they knew each other.
Mm.
Like, they go, oh, I know you. Nice to see you here.
Okay.
And then they go like, you know that your ex is coming to this. So my date's ex was coming to that thing. And this is not the bad part. The ex brings a friend. And to make the friend, to make the ex jealous, my date start hitting on her ex's friend. And in the end, they kind of live together. And I'm like, I'm having so much fun.
Okay, so you brought this girl to the party or she brought you to the party?
I brought her to the party.
You brought her to the party. Okay. First of all, that's just fucked up. That's really disrespectful that she even did that. But I've heard of people doing shit like that. Like if they're not over their ex, they'll do really fucked up things to try to get back at them.
Yeah.
You should have just walked away, which is probably what you did.
I mean, I stayed there. There was another girl. Like at the same time, I didn't have time to spend to try to talk to her anyway.
Okay.
Because there was another girl that at the party was talking to me the whole time, and I was like, I want to talk to her, but like you talking to me, I don't want to be like, you know. And she was there with her boyfriend.
Okay.
But she was genuinely interested in what I do, and she didn't like work advice. And I was like helping her out with like her career,
Oh, okay.
while my date was hitting on her friend's whatever ex-friend. So
Wait, do you mind if I use the bathroom real quick? I'm sweating like a fucking beast.
go for
I
it.
just came from the
we
gym,
can turn
so
the
yeah.
AC on as well.
Yeah, bro, please give me a sec, all right?
Go for it. Kyo, what's your worst date?
I have clear one actually. So it was second date for me with this girl, and we went out to have some drinks at a pub. It was going all great. I went to the bathroom. I came back, and she was super drunk. Like she was completely drunk. Started grinding on me and things, and you know.
That could be.
I mean, that could be sexy in a way. It could be, but it wasn't.
it depends on how drunk she was.
Yeah, and I was totally hating it. And
Did you hear
know,
this?
No. Wait, I want to hear it. Is it bad? Can we start
No,
over?
I don't know. That's just the start of the story, but it sounds good already.
Nah, like we so
So he goes on this date. He goes to the bathroom. He comes back and she's wasted. And
How drunk were we talking? Like falling on the floor wasted or just like...
almost there. Like she was grinding on me, and it wasn't like a sexy grinding. It was like, please just
zombie
stop.
grind.
It's like, miss, this is getting rapey. Could you please, like, social distance, bitch? Like, get away from me.
And yeah, so she started knocking all the drinks off the table, and I was asked to leave. So
By the bouncer?
Bouncer came and the bartender came, when they both asked us to leave, and I was like, okay, let's go. But she wanted to fight them. She was like, how dare you tell me to go out, like move out from this place? It's like, you come and apologize to me right now. And she just literally wanted to punch them, so I had to hold her back and bring her out of the bar and just send her home. Like, that was the worst.
Did you see her again?
Obviously not.
I'm going to ask the question. I'm not trying to be shitty or racist. Was she white?
She was a Latina.
Oh! Never mind. The story makes perfect sense. They are spicy, bro.
Need some drama in your life.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
I kind of get bored if I don't have drama.
Oh, what are you, a 12-year-old girl on Instagram?
Y-
You don't need drama in your life for what?
A little bit.
No.
I don't know.
I hate drama. Drama
Depends.
for what?
Depends what we're talking about. What degree of drama? we're
Okay,
talking
well,
about.
tell me about this drama that you enjoy. What?
It's a tough question. I don't know. I think in my case, I don't want to get too serious, but in my case, when things go smooth, I just enter into a like routine, and that's what destroys a relationship, in my opinion.
Okay, well, you got to work harder. You got to switch it up, man. You have to be constantly inconsistent. All
yeah,
right?
I do like that.
Yeah.
Constantly inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't need drama for that, though. Like, drama's just.
No, but drama makes things easier. Like I don't need to put any effort. Drama does the job.
You see,
That's
this
just
man right here,
lazy.
he
approach.
enjoys angry makeup sex. That's probably what he
I
does.
do
yeah?
indeed.
Yep. Yes, he does.
That's one of the best. I do like rough. Anyway, not,
Nah, come on, brother. Keep going.
I mean, rough is good. It tells you that there is passion in there. Like soft
The
things.
Sicilian is coming out right now. God damn. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Did I answer the question yet?
You didn't.
Okay.
So what's your worst date?
Can I be honest, bro? I haven't had like too many bad dates. I've had dates where it's like I just want to get away from this person, like, or she's not interesting or whatever. But I'll tell you this one, all right? So this was back in New York. I went on a date with this girl, gorgeous Filipino chick, man. We had a great time. Went down to this bar over by my place. We go back to my place after. We're sitting on my couch and we start making out.
Okay.
And so while we're making out, my face starts to get wet. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? Like, is a pipe draining or something? And I push her back. And she's just crying, like profusely just crying, silently, just silent tears. I've never seen it, anything like it.
Keep like making up.
No, while we were making out, she's crying. And I'm like, I know I'm not a bad kisser. What's going on? So, bro, I ask her, I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And she literally screams at the top of her lungs. She's like, I still love him. And I was like, hey, it is what it is. Like, I was the rebound, you know? Like, she was trying to get over her ex-boyfriend, I guess.
Ouch.
And no, dude, she was a
No,
cool
no, I
girl.
mean-
It didn't bother me. Like, it is what it is. Like, she wasn't a bad person. She had feelings. Your feelings are real. It is what it is. So I was like, hey, that's cool. Let me call you an Uber. You can go back home, cry, do whatever you need to do. Bro, she refused to leave my apartment. Like, she said, I just don't want to go back home and be alone. Okay. So I was like, okay. Do you want to stay here? And she's like, yes, please. So, bro, she spent the night. We didn't hook up or anything. Like, no sex, no kissing, nothing. We just, like, talked about her boy problems. Like, I was her gay best friend for the night. And then she left the next morning, made her breakfast and all that shit. And she texts me the next week, and she's like, oh, you were so nice. Do you want to give it another go? No.
Why not? Why not?
So she could break down crying again?
I think after a week, maybe she got over it.
They broke up 5 months ago, before the date. I don't think a week would have made that big of a difference, It is what it is, man.
You'll never know. But yeah, that sounds like a bad date.
I don't think it was a bad date, man. Like, we had fun. And, like, dude, I genuinely enjoy conversations. I enjoy learning about people. That's why we're doing this game right now,
Absolutely.
So yeah. That's it.
Okay.
And now it's your turn to ask a question. Whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Whatever you want. By the way, I just want to tell your people, like, your listenership, you have a sexy ass studio, man. Like, it's
Thanks.
legit. Anyway, go ahead.
Thanks. I don't know. You caught me off guard here. Let me think.
So many questions.
My questions are generally like I'm very bad at first dates
Okay.
because I'm very bad in general because I never plan things. So I really don't know like what.
What do you mean? You never plan things?
Like I don't have like a structured whatever to like carry on a conversation like a pipeline of date thing
Bro,
or
So you
like
run a podcast. Like you ask people questions twice a week for like hopefully what will be a living, you know? I'm sure you're fine.
I do it because I just enjoy connecting with people. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know like the questions that I was that I intended to ask you were more something like in the comedy sort of sphere and in the real estate sphere and trading. But
Let's
since
go
we're
off the
playing
rails.
this date
Yeah.
game,
And
I
you- no,
kind
no,
of
no,
enjoy
right.
it.
You can ask anything. It could be about life. It could be about whatever question you have. It doesn't have to be about dating.
Okay. No. But let's carry on. When
What's up?
when was your last date?
So I have a lady friend that I'm seeing right now. So I haven't really been on dates in a while, like a long time. So yeah.
So you're in a relationship? Ish.
I wouldn't call it that either though, because I don't really want a girlfriend right now. So she's a good woman. Don't get me wrong. Like there's care and love and all that stuff, but I just yeah.
You need the freedom or
Well,
you need the space, the time.
I'm in Australia. I don't plan on being in Australia for the rest of my life. So
Nobody should.
yeah. So it's just like hey, yeah.
Okay.
And also she's gonna be watching this, so
Hello there.
I'm actually sweating more now. Yo, open up a window, man. I'm dying. Like,
Kyo, can you turn the AC on?
where's the AC, man? But yeah,
Good. Interesting. My last date was 9 months ago. 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
Yeah.
Why so long ago? You're just
I've
busy,
been
or
busy.
okay?
This is like craziest busy time of my life. Like,
I have to be honest with you,
yeah. 8 months. That's like
bro.
too long.
I feel like you could have fit in a date in 8 months. I feel like there might be some horse shit going on
last
right now.
week I've been sleeping like 4 hours a night. Like I'm just too busy.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if that's what you say, I believe you.
No.
You
I mean,
know?
okay. I could squeeze in a date. Like I could make time, but the problem is like finding a date requires even more time than going on a date. So I need a
Or what,
date.
like the swiping or?
I don't like that. So like I stopped dating more or less when COVID happened
Okay.
because I used to go to bars and talk to people and meet people in real life and meet like friends of friends and also like just talk to random people in a bar. And now that's not really sort of possible anymore.
Well, you go outside though, yeah? Do
Yeah.
you see attractive women that you like outside when you're walking?
Yeah, but
So
to me, in
yeah.
Australia, it's a bit like it looks creepy if you approach people. Like in my experience, like in a bar, I have no problem starting a conversation with a
Okay.
stranger. If I see someone anywhere else
Yeah.
in a public space and I go like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like they just like they don't want to talk to like, "Why are you talking to me? I don't know you." Like they freak out,
Okay, so
regardless of what approach you have. Most of the time, not all the times, but most of the time.
can I tell you what my approach would be?
Please do.
Very quick, very simple. You walk up with the confidence of 10,000 men. You're a confident dude, yeah?
I try to be.
Don't try, just do. You're a confident man. Yes, you are, okay? You walk up, hey, my name's Chris, or Francesco. Who are you? She says her name. Are you single? Yes, hopefully. Do you think I'm attractive? Yes, hopefully. Cool. Let me take you out sometime. We could go to a bar. That's it. Get her number, walk away. That's
Yeah,
it.
the theory makes sense.
Practice it makes sense too. I've done it.
I'm sure you have.
Why can't you do it?
No, I mean, I've tried that. That worked particularly well in Iceland.
In Iceland? Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
And it generally works in America, in America, in America it was like the craziest. Like, I've been there for 3 months, 6 months.
Okay, I didn't even know you went to America. That's cool.
I was there for 6 months on and off, and
Okay.
I did like. I don't know why I was a sort of a chick magnet in America. Then I moved to Australia, and it's the opposite. Like I'm a magnet on the opposite like side. I just like
Oh,
repulsive.
nonsense.
It's just like depends on the
Okay, so
culture, I guess.
I'm gonna tell you why it works in America. You have a lovely accent. Okay, I'm being dead serious. I have a friend, this guy that I met in Thailand. Okay, not the best looking guy, cool guy, not the best looking dude. You know, kind of short, kind of frumpy, whatever. He came to visit me in New York. All right, and we went out to bars and nightclubs. Of course, we were like 24 at the time. And as soon as he opened up his mouth, I swear to God, there was just he was British, by the way. Sorry.
Oh yeah, but
Uh,
that's different.
Nah. Well, it worked for you too, though. It worked for you.
Yeah, it did.
And you're tall and good looking. So
I couldn't compete with a British guy though.
nonsense. As soon as he opened up his mouth, there was just a line of panties behind him. They were like, "Oh," some girl was like, "Oh, you're a wizard, Harry," and I'm just like, "What the fuck? What is going on here, man?" Like they loved him. Like it was ridiculous. But yeah, confidence,
Confident.
confidence, brother, in everything you do. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anybody else?
Oh, absolutely.
There we go.
And most
Cheers to
like,
confidence.
to confidence.
Excellent.
I think fear of rejection plays a huge role in this. Like most people don't act confident because like they scared of a negative outcome.
That's life. You can
I
have
know.
bro. You can have a negative outcome stepping outside your door.
I
You can get
know.
hit by a car. You can die,
Absolutely.
but you still do it every day, don't you?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the same thing, bro. You just
I
yeah.
think it's important. Like it's an important thing to learn how to deal with rejection.
Of
basically.
course, bro. Honestly,
I mean, because
think-
the success rate of that tactic is going to be very low in any case.
not really. Depends on the execution. A lot of
I
things
guess you
about
can perfect
execution,
it,
bro.
yeah.
I guarantee you, after this podcast, if we go down to the beach, we can do it to. I don't want to go on any dates, but this is all going to be for you. But if we do it to like 10 girls, I guarantee you you'll get at least 4 yeses.
It's a
If you go up there
pretty good
properly.
odds. Pretty good odds.
Yeah, it's not bad. It is
Yeah.
what it is. And also, rejection, like don't be bothered about it. It doesn't say anything about you necessarily. Like everybody's so wrapped up in their own world. Like this girl, she could have found out that her mother died that day. She could have found out that she got cancer. She could have literally just stubbed her toe and she's jumping up and down like ouch. There's so many variables. Like just don't take it personally. It is what it is. Like if she says no, she says no. Just say, hey, no worries. I wish you the best of luck. Don't be shitty about it. And just keep on going. It is what it is. You get yeses sometimes, you get nos.
Absolutely.
It's investment, bro. Thing about investment, it doesn't always pay off. But when it does pay off, it's completely worth it, isn't it?
You wise man.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm a dumb American.
A dumb American who's writing a book about relationships. Tell me about that.
Oh God, I don't even know where to start. Okay. So even before I wrote the book, I just enjoy talking about this stuff.
Yes.
Like it just tickles me in all the right places, I guess. Ugh. I heard you laughing, Kai. But I truly believe that like most women just don't understand men.
Oh, yeah, and
Like
vice
the-
versa.
Yeah. I will say that I think men understand women more than they understand us because
I can agree to an extent. with
and
that.
to an extent, but I mean, if you want to get laid, you have to understand
But
the
that-
animal that women are. You
That's
have to
the reason. Like men have to put more effort in it.
exactly. We have to. And a beautiful girl with pretty privilege, she can just sit back and like 100 guys will come up and ask her, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And she's like, "You're too fat. You're too short. You can stick around. You'll go to round 2. It's just how it is. Like
Yeah.
it's the rules of the game though. Like you can't be mad at the game. It is what it is. Like it's
Yeah. That's the game.
women don't like short guys for whatever reason. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. But dude, it's so dumb.
I know.
It's so ridiculous. And the really fucked up part is that if you say, hey, you know, I'm sorry, Ma, but you've got some small boobs, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But they can do it. You have to match their audacity, I think. So that's what I do. And I enjoy pissing people off, so that's okay.
That's the best thing to do.
Oh, it's great.
If it's done in a classy way like you do it.
I don't do it in class at all. I don't even know what class is.
Come on, you're sipping wine. That's classy already.
Yeah, and we just took a shot of wine. That's not classy. All right?
Yeah, that's probably not.
You're not going to go to the Ritz-Carlton and they're going to have shots of wine on the
Shots
menu.
of wine.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Pretty good wine, by the way.
Yeah, it is actually. And I don't even like red wine, but this is fantastic.
Sorry I lured you in with tequila, but I didn't have it.
It's not the first time I've been lied to by a white man. It's okay. That was
I'm
a joke.
apologizing.
Relax. Don't apologize, please. Ugh.
It's always bad to lie about tequila anyway.
No, it is. But anyway, so the book, yeah, I'm just trying to get women to understand the animal that we are. Like, for example, okay. So everyone walks around and they forget that at the end of the day, we are animals. We're smart animals. We have opposable thumbs. We can build all this cool shit. We've got internet, porn, all that good stuff. It's great.
Why porn, among all things?
Why porn?
Yeah, like of the things that you mentioned, why porn?
I like porn.
Okay, cheers to that.
It is what it is, man. Cheers. But yeah, we just forget that we are animals at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, we're genetically predisposed to certain things. Like men, we enjoy young, hot, attractive women. It is what it is. Like, I don't care how many songs Lizzo comes out with, or how much money she has. She's a bigger girl. Like, are there going to be people who are into that? Of course, but it's just not the status quo.
It's not the status quo.
And she should not feel bad about herself because she's fat. If she's happy being fat,
That's the key.
that's fine. But you also have to remember the world doesn't owe you understanding and niceness because of your perceived problems. So yeah.
Yes, it's a matter of perception, and I don't know. I don't like when people act very PC, especially towards like.
I hate that shit. Inappropriate. I should not say this.
Please do.
It's
Indulge.
such a vaginal word. It's just like I feel like a lot of people live in this world of like, oh, I shouldn't or I can't. I want to live in a world of I can. Like if I want to go talk to somebody, I'm going to go do it. If I want to go start a business, why can't I do it?
Yes.
Steve Jobs did it. He was just some dude before he became famous. Everybody that is smart and powerful and rich and famous right now was just some dude or some girl, just like you and I.
Yeah.
That's how it all begins. So just remember that on your way to Joe Rogan status. But yeah.
I'm not on that track, but sure.
You'll be fine. Anyway.
I lost track.
I lost track too. What were we talking about, man?
Probably about the book.
We were talking about the book.
It was a book about something about the book.
Is there anyone any questions, any comments?
Bro,
any
if your
interrupt-
people have relationship questions,
yes,
I'm so down to answer those.
that would be really cool.
Bro, is there like a way that they could call in? Like I could give out my phone number. And they
Yes.
could call in and we can have a conversation about
they
whatever.
can. We can have calling guests.
Because you can't really have a conversation about relationships without, a woman's energy. It's just.
Yeah, Kyo, can you actually post my phone number in the comments? And that's already connected to the mixer. So if anyone calls, we can just talk to them. Just say, if you have relationship questions, call this number and Chris is gonna.
We'll
answer.
talk about it.
The chances that somebody's gonna actually call are really, really low, because we average like 2 digits listeners.
Whatever, I don't care. Bro, if if you hate your girlfriend or you hate your boyfriend and you just can't figure out why they suck, call. We'll talk about it.
Yes,
Whatever.
that
Anything.
would be amazing. That would be amazing.
my-
It starts like. Have you ever watched Frasier?
Bro, I've never watched the episode.
It's
of
very
Frasier.
old.
Seinfeld is my jam.
Seinfeld is good.
Seinfeld.
I don't like him
Okay.
now,
Okay.
but I did like him at the time.
Frasier or Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Fair enough.
I like the show, but I don't like him as a person.
Why?
I don't know. Like every time I like listen to an interview or I look the recent stuff that he's done, it just sounds like a jerk. In the show, it was charming jerk. It was different.
Yeah. That's what happens when you make $1 billion off of comedy.
Yeah,
You become a bit of an asshole.
He got rid of the charming part of his.
You don't need to be charming when you're rich. It is what it is.
Yeah, but if you still want people to like you,
Everyone loves you when you're a billionaire. Are you kidding me?
but they're not being honest.
they're not being honest. They probably want something from you, but
That's not like genuine liking you. That's more
well,
like
of course. But
having
I
an
mean,
interest.
once people become rich, like, all right, so I used to work on Wall Street, and you see this a lot. Like, rich people, I understand why they have these walls built up around them.
Yes. They
Um,
also can call on Facebook. That works as well.
Facebook, whatever. A lot of the times, I've never been a rich man. I've lived as a rich guy, but I've never been rich. I can explain that.
I
but-
could say the same, but you go first.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of times. Okay, think about it like this. All right. Let's say you're worth Elon Musk money. Okay. Let's say you
Yeah,
have.
let's say that.
Well, let's say it. It might happen one day. Who knows? But let's say you have some new friends. You know, some people that you're really enjoying their company. You're vibing with them. Everything's going great. And then, in the middle of this, you know, lovey-dovey party, they say, "Hey, man, could I borrow some money? Could I borrow, you know, $1 million? Could I borrow 50 G's? Could I borrow whatever?" If that were you, would you not be a little bit salty about that? Would you not be like, "Oh, these people are just here for my money"? Like, it really fucks you up mentally. Like, I like to think about things from both points of view, and I think a lot of people don't do that. But yeah, if I was a rich guy, I might be a bit of an asshole too, because everyone's just coming for a handout. So yeah,
Interesting perspective. I don't know. I do have friends who keep asking me for money. And
I almost spit this at you just now.
but I know that they're true friends and they always give the money back.
You see, but that's the difference. Now, I've had friends. I'm not rich. I do very well, but I'm not rich. Okay. I've had people ask me for money, and people that I've known for years, and I'm like, "Yeah, here, take it, whatever. I don't give a shit."
And I also have friends who ask me for like to invest in what they're doing,
Yep.
which means that they give you something back, like either shares or equity or
Yeah, but
products or
shares
whatever.
worth what?
probably nothing. Like
Two
it's
cents?
up to it's up to perception. Like shares is always like it doesn't mean much.
Well, no, it means a lot. There's a difference between, you know, someone giving you Google stock, which is worth over $3,000 a pop,
Yeah.
and someone giving you HWMC, which is $10 a pop.
No, but I mean, if you start a company today and
Yeah.
come to me and ask me for some money to like fund your company and launch it, and you
Yeah.
would give me some equity in it,
That's different.
that's different.
That's
because
different.
There's no value in that
That's different.
because the company doesn't exist yet.
If I'm just giving you money and I'm praying to God that you're going to be a decent person and pay me back, that's completely different from someone saying, "Hey, I'm starting a business. I love you. We're still friends even if you say no, but I'll give you equity in my company." That's completely different.
But both of those
There's
are
actually value
acceptable.
in that.
Both of these scenarios are acceptable to me.
What, someone asking you for money and not giving it back to you?
No, when they give it back.
Oh, okay.
The problem is when they don't give it back.
Yeah. That, bro, you're absolutely right. Both of those, I'm sorry, I got confused for a second. Both those scenarios those are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a good friend.
The
You've got
problem is
someone who's not a
when
piece of shit,
somebody is asking you for money just
and they
because
never
you're
pay
rich
it
and
back
never
to you.
pay back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I've done that. not paid it back, but I've lent people money and they don't pay it back, and it's just like, oh well,
Yeah.
bye. Like, okay, have you ever seen that movie A Bronx Still?
No.
Okay, well, there's this part where one of the characters, he's like, this guy, I lent him $20, he never paid it back, and the gangster, he's like, oh well, you learned that person's not your friend for $20. They'll never bother you again.
Yeah, there's a lesson every time. I mean,
It is what it is.
I had like gambling debt not paid to, like I was, somebody owed me money.
You were a bookie?
No. I was.
Whoa, what the fuck? Yo! Francesco, what you been doing, man?
I was playing poker.
You
was playing poker.
were playing poker?
Yeah, I was a professional player for a little while.
Who are you?
You have no idea. I've done so many things.
Bro, can I be honest? Okay, so
like one of the questions you should have asked was, what job have you not done in your life?
Oh, you could ask me that too. I've done it all. It's ridiculous. But bro, I Facebook stalked you today because I didn't feel like going to work today, so I just stayed home and relaxed. So
Best days.
But bro, you're like on Italian TV shows and shit. Like,
Yeah.
who
I've
are
done
you?
that too.
What's going on, man?
I used to be. I don't want to use the word famous, but like known or popular.
Okay, so in other words, he was famous.
No.
in Italy.
It was like
That's like a rich person saying, "Oh, I'm not rich. I'm comfortable." You're rich.
I was on TV.
You were on TV on the regular or?
Yeah, I had my own TV show, which got cancelled. Like second season was cancelled. It was canned.
But you still okay? Wait.
We did season 1.
Okay, so how far into the second season did it get canceled? Was it like was it like the first episode?
That's a
or?
pretty story. Pretty
let's
interesting
hear.
story.
Let's hear.
We shot season 1. The ratings were, to my understanding, they were above the average of the network.
Okay.
So they wanted to do season 2.
Mhm.
I still, to this day, 2 years after, get like probably 10 to 20, blah, 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 around 100 messages per week from people who wants to see the how the show like continues.
Are
right?
you serious?
And
Huh.
at some point in 2019, I want to say, 18 or 19, they wanted 19. They actually started pre-production of season 2.
Okay.
Everything was booked. We were supposed to start shooting in Mexico, so they had booked flights and hotels, and I was guest of honor of Nicaraguan government. Like I would have had like the fucking, like, I don't know, people carrying me around and
The red carpet.
I don't know. I don't
People
know.
carrying you around.
It did sound interesting at some point. Like, oh wow, they really care about this thing, because it was good for them to promote tourism
Of
in
course,
Nicaragua.
of course,
and
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, we'll show you around.
Huh.
Gonna be like in top-notch hotels and all of that.
A couple of
Anyway,
guys carrying you around on their shoulder and shit.
So I was living here already in Sydney.
Yeah.
I sold my car. I quit my job. I left my house. Transferred my lease to someone else.
Okay.
Packed everything. Went to stay with a friend for a couple of days before my flight.
Yeah. No.
They called me
No.
the day before the flight
Oh.
to tell me the show was cancelled.
Bro, that's showbiz, man. It's rough. It's a rough.
That was
gig.
pretty shit.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I couldn't get back to my previous job because they found a replacement. My house was leased to someone else.
Of course.
And
What did you do? Were you just
I stayed with my friend, and this is where I had a rich kind of lifestyle without being rich started, because a friend of mine was sent here from his company, and they paid for his accommodation, and they paid for this penthouse where you've been in.
Are you talking about Dom?
Yeah.
Bro, I love Dom with all my Dom. If you're
To Dom.
listening, bro, to Dom. I swear, dude, I have so many stories with Dom. Dom was like my best friend when he was here.
Dom
I
was
miss him.
everyone's best friend.
Dude, he was. I miss him with all my heart and soul.
Yeah.
Dude, he used to have the best parties.
I don't know.
He was like in banking or some shit, yeah?
He was into IT for banks.
For banks, okay, all right. I miss him so much, man.
Yeah. I miss living in that house. I miss him too.
I didn't realize you were living with him.
Yeah, I was the one throwing the parties.
Oh, I thought it was Dom.
No, it was both of us, but I mean, he was just like being there.
Bro, every week these guys would have a party, and there would be, I swear to God, there would be at least 40 to 50 people there.
At least, yes.
Dude, like, I've had a lot of good
I
times.
don't have the
in Sydney.
capacity to do that here anymore.
No, bro, the Halloween party you had here,
It was like 35.
I had a
at
great
peak.
time there too. I don't know if I should talk about this on air, but I'll talk to you about it after.
But see, this is how busy I've been. Like, I used to throw parties every week, sometimes twice a week. Now, my
Yeah.
last party was Halloween. And how long is, like, fucking insane.
You're busy. It is what it is.
It's not good. It's unhealthy.
It's
I
unhealthy.
need party time.
You need alcohol and
And that's also amazing to connect with people, because people bring friends and friends bring more friends, and you don't need to go on a fucking date that is like
exactly. It's just like, hey, you're delicious.
yeah.
My bedroom's right over here. Oh my God, this is your party? Yeah. Oh my God.
Like it's pretty close. It's not just like
It's
that.
like, of
but,
course I'll suck your dick. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, okay. It's pretty, yeah.
Dude, I did not know that. I didn't even know you lived there. I swear to God. I thought it was just Dom.
Nah, I was living there for 3 months.
How did... All right, so obviously we met
So he was
through-
living in apartment in service apartments in hotels.
Yeah.
And at some point they sold the apartment where he was living in.
Okay.
And at that, by a coincidence, was around the same time when all of that shit happened. And he told me, I need to move to a new service apartment. Help me find a new service apartment. I told him, like, why would you live in a service apartment when you can have like a proper, like with that budget? And he didn't want to deal with the hassle of like looking for the place and dealing with the lease and all of that. I was like, okay, let me take care of it. I'll find a place. Yeah. So I was dealing with, like, I was like taking care of the house, dealing with the agency and all of that, which was not any work, basically. Like, it was like,
Bro,
nothing.
did he make you pay anything?
No.
Or? Bro, for free room and board, that's great.
No, board was on me. It was an exchange.
No,
I mean-
no. I said free room and board.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the room was for free.
Yeah.
What do you mean board by board?
I don't know. That's just what people say when you're staying someplace. I don't know what the fuck it means. I'm being a parrot right now. I'm just repeating shit.
Okay.
Free room and board. When you go to college, they've got a little section that says room and board. It costs this much money.
So I might be wrong here, but when they say room and board, it means like accommodation and food?
Not to my knowledge. It's just accommodations.
Just accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I was cooking because I like cooking and sharing food.
Okay,
So-
all right. You're a good cook?
Yeah.
You're Italian. You better be.
I don't cook Italian though.
Oh,
I'm vegan. I do weird vegan things.
you're vegan.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. You've never brought that up before. Vegans
n-
usually bring up
Yeah,
the fact that they're
those
vegan
are
within
annoying
the first
vegan.
3.5 seconds. Oh, dude.
You could eat like an alive cow in front of me. I wouldn't flinch. I'm like, okay, do your thing. I'm vegan. I'm not gonna have any of it. I might just steal some grass from the cow's mouth, but I'm just like, yeah, you do you. I do my diet.
You just remind me of the story. Bro, I think it was like the first week that I actually moved here to Australia. I went to this party in Bondi.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's me and my roommates. We're hanging out. We're just, getting to know each other. We're on the rooftop. It's this swanky ass party. There's gorgeous women just walking around all over the place. And my roommates ended up talking to this girl. She was like 19 or 20. And she's gorgeous. She could be saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over and over again. And like everybody would listen to her. Okay? So I see my roommates talking to her. I walk over and, it's like 5 or 6 guys talking to her. And there's just drool coming out of all their mouths. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Prettiness doesn't work on me. I don't appreciate it as much as I used to when I was younger. Like, I much more appreciate substance now.
I
Like-
understand that.
We could get into that later. But anyway, so she's like, oh my God, vegan, and vegan this, and vegan that. And I'm a vegan. Oh my God, you guys should be vegans too. It was so funny. So her friend walks over, and her friend's like, "Oh
I like
yeah,
your impressions.
oh my god," and her friend walks over, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you are vegan, but don't you work at a at a burger joint?" And I was like, "Oh, so really?" You're not really a vegan. You're just an asshole. You're just talking shit out here. Bro, it was so funny. She started, it wasn't funny, but she started crying. And I was just like, oh, she started crying not because of what I said, but because I caught her in her bullshit.
Yeah,
And she was
the
just
humiliation.
naked. She was just naked. And there's nothing worse than when you're BSing somebody and they catch you in it. So yeah, a week later, I'm walking down Bondi Road, and I see my buddy that was hosting the party, and god damn it, 10 steps behind him, coming out of Domino's, is the same girl. And I'm like, what's going on here? And she's like, oh, yeah.
Well, Domino can be vegan, can it?
I don't eat Domino's. I don't know.
Yeah. Same.
But anyway, so she comes out and she's like, oh yeah, you know, this is the guy that I was telling you about, the one who made me cry.
Oh wow! So there's been like a huge development to that after that night.
Bro, it was so funny though, cause her boyfriend, my boy, he pulled me over. He was like, bro, thank you. I've been like trying to call her out on her bullshit forever, and you finally did it. And the funny thing is, so my ex-girlfriend, we went out on our second date, and I'm at this restaurant, and I get a little tap on the shoulder, and I turn around, and there's some girl there. I had completely forgotten who she was, but she gives me like a big hug, and she's like, "Oh, you know what? It's actually a good thing that you called me out because I was like just being full of shit." And I was like, "Oh, who are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I was the girl that you made cry in Bondi." And I was like, "Oh." It was just so funny because I was literally telling my date about that story. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an appreciation for bimbos. I think I'm. Some people define me sapiosexual.
Sapiosexuals are the people who are attracted to the mind.
Yeah.
No guy's a sapiosexual. That's bullshit.
Baby,
I just wanna see what's inside of you. Okay, what's inside of your heart?
Yeah, but not emotionally, intellectually.
Oh yeah, dude. Can I be honest? I don't date idiots anymore.
That's very, very good.
And
that's very wise.
There's one girl specifically why. Quick story, I'll tell you. So this was back in New York. I was like 21, 22 at the time. I was dating this girl. She was gorgeous, and she was very like, boom, boom, you know, just
fantastic.
Great. But she was a complete idiot.
They all are.
No, not all of them.
I have yet to find a super attractive woman that is also
super smart.
Super smart.
Dude, go to Wall Street. There's a bunch of
there's
some
but
super
to me,
what?
It comes with some sort of like, I think they're a little bit fake. Like they're gorgeous in appearance. I mean, fake. Like they're super smart for sure, and they do look good.
Yeah.
But not in a natural way. Like they put the extra effort to look good.
They all do. What are you talking about? They all do. That's why the makeup industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, I'm really attracted to women that don't use makeup. That like have like. Anyway.
I don't mind a little bit of makeup, but not like. You know how
I don't really care. Like it's not a factor to me. Like I don't really.
It's
mind.
a factor to me. I'm serious. I can tell if a girl's from the UK based on how much makeup she has on. Dude, it's ridiculous. Like and I don't get it because a lot of them are really good looking, but Irish girls, British girls, Scottish girls, for some reason, and English girls, for some reason, they just it's like clown paint. They just go a little bit too far. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah. That's true.
But no, man, there's a lot of really attractive, smart women out there. Like, incredibly intelligent.
You know what my ideal type is?
What?
Like a PhD in whatever, who in real life is a porn actress.
There are some of those.
Yeah, please introduce me. Like I would date a porn actress.
I would too. I have friends that are like,
But most of them, to my knowledge,
Yeah.
they're pretty dumb.
depends. Okay. Anytime someone makes a blanket statement, it's inherently untrue. Because
But-
there's always going to be that X factor. There's always going to be
I
somebody.
agree. 100%.
I'm not trying to,
No, I know,
shit on
I
you,
agree.
But
Yeah.
it just is what it is.
I'm talking average.
Average. Okay, fair enough. I don't know too many porn actresses, but I do know a couple of strippers. I have a friend. When I first moved here, she was like a friends with benefits, and she's a stripper.
That's slightly different. I would not date a stripper.
You wouldn't date a stripper?
Probably not.
Why not?
I mean, not for a serious relationship.
Why not?
To me, it doesn't like there is something in being a porn actress that it's missing in being a stripper. A stripper is just for money. Porn
And
actress,
porn's not for money?
it is, but there's more to porn. It's a form of expression. It's a form of like it.
I want to get up and slap the shit out of you right now. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
Just the fact. Okay, so for one thing, let's talk about porn for a moment because
Let's
it's like
talk about porn,
such a sensitive. I literally have a singlet that spells porn, right? Like I
Okay.
that's how much I love porn. I think
Yeah.
in this country specifically, like more than in Italy, it's kind of looked upon. Everything that, and in England as well, everything that is explicitly sexual,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I guess my point is, why are there so many porn genres? Because people are into different things.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And people enjoy different things.
Yeah.
Now, when you're a stripper,
Mhm.
you need to. It's a job that like requires that you please the person that is your client.
Yeah.
When you are an ethical porn actor or actress, you.
Define an ethical porn star. What does that mean?
It means that you're doing the gig that you're doing because you enjoy it while being paid for it, instead of being exploited.
Okay. So first of all, any type of exploitation within sex is just wrong.
Absolutely.
Okay? If you go to a prostitute and she has a pimp that's beating the shit out of her and taking all her money, that's wrong. That's
Yes.
obviously wrong, okay? If she's doing it by herself and she's like, hey, this is great, I'm making money, I respect your hustle, that's fine.
Yes, but
So-
I guess my point is, if you're a stripper and
what
a
ethics
fat,
are you talking about though, man? Like,
let's say you're a stripper and a fat old guy hires you for the night, and you go like, okay, I need to make a living at this job. I'm gonna just like be nice and do my job.
Okay.
But if you're shooting a porn movie
yeah,
and you're into, I don't know, BDSM, that's what you like.
yeah.
You're gonna be happy in that context 99% of the time.
Okay, fair enough. I see what you're saying, but that means that most people who do their jobs are not ethical workers. Like I'm not.
They're not.
I'm not an
They're
ethical
not.
business owner. I don't give a fuck about construction. I like money. I
And there's nothing wrong with
No.
not being ethical.
that's fine.
I'm just saying that.
And wait. Who gets to be the arbiter of what's ethical or not?
Well, it's up to you.
Exactly. Yes, it's up to each person for themselves.
Okay.
So if you're a porn star and you're like, hey, I got 2 kids at home and this pays me 12 G's a month.
I would not date her because she's not doing it because of her
She's not
passion.
doing it for a labor of love, you asshole. What are you talking about, man? I didn't realize that you can ethically put a dick inside of you. Like, what?
I'm just saying I would date a porn actress who is passionate about her job. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
That's just my where I stand.
I love you, Francesco. I'm
Thanks.
calling bullshit on this theory right now. I'm calling complete and utter bullshit right now.
I'm
But
not
it's
saying I
okay.
wouldn't go out with her. I'm just saying we
No,
don't have
but-
anything to share.
That's fine. We don't have anything to share. Wait. So what do you have to share with the girl who enjoys putting the penises inside of her and the girl who's just doing it for money? When really, at the end of the day, they're both doing it for money. What ethics are you talking about?
I do things for money as well. That's not the
Yeah.
point. The point is
We
that
all do things for money. Money's important. You have to have money. You don't have to have money.
You don't have to have money.
You don't have to have money. But would you prefer to have
No.
some money, or would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
prefer
yeah,
to
yeah.
have no money?
I would. Me personally, I prefer to have money.
Everybody would prefer to have money, bro.
Not everybody, but most people. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I know
Wow.
people that live out of nothing and they prefer to be like alone, stranded in the middle of nowhere with no money. out
I'm
of
gonna
society.
steal a line from Wolf of Wall Street. I've been a poor man. I've never been a rich man, actually, but I've lived as a rich man. I much prefer living as a rich man. Okay. That's why I hate that fucking saying.
is better.
Money can't buy you happiness. Like, fair enough, money can't buy you happiness, but neither can being poor. Like, I'd rather wipe my tears with $100 bills as opposed to lint off the street. You know?
It's a very complicated topic.
No, it's not.
I think you can find happiness in many
Francesco's
things.
never gonna have me on this show again.
No. I'm loving this conversation. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm just saying that like not having money can give you perspective.
Oh, without a doubt, it'll give you the perspective to say, "Hey, I need to go out and make some money so that I'm not starving tonight, and my family's not starving, and my kids aren't starving." You have to have money. You have to. Wait. First of all, look at the studio.
Yes.
You can have this if you were poor. Look, bro, that camera right there costs at least a G, at least $1,000. I know a lot more.
Yeah.
What is that? What model is it? I used to be into photography.
That's
It doesn't matter. It costs money.
yes.
You have to have money.
Well, if you want this setup, yes.
Yes.
You can stream from your phone, and that's like not the same video
Do
quality.
you
but
think homeless people are walking around and
I'm not
hey,
talking about homeless people. I'm just
poor
saying.
people don't have nice phones? They don't have. Have you seen poor people? Have you ever been poor?
I've
Like properly poor?
not like no.
Yeah. Poor people aren't worried about cell phones. I'll tell you that.
No. I'm aware of that.
They're worried about food and water and shelter.
Yes.
That's what they're worried about.
I've never seen so many poor people like when I was in the States. That was like mind blowing.
First of all, that was a great segue to get out of that conversation. Kudos to you. That was fantastic.
I tried. And
I'm gonna
failed.
give you. I'm gonna give you a hand clap for that because that was good. But yeah, man. There's a lot of homelessness in the States. Bro, the most shocking poverty that I've ever seen was in India.
I've never been there.
Dude, I love India to death, but it's when you see like a kid and his family, and there's like 4 of them, and they're literally breaking rocks for a living, and they're living in a shack made out of like 2 pieces of tin that are just like this. It's just like, goddamn, I've got it good. And it just makes you appreciate whatever shitty life you may or may not have. All the things you complain about, all your problems in the world, they just disappear. Like, I think everyone should travel and see the world and experience things like that because it makes you appreciate what you have so much more. But yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
But there are people born in wealth who
Oh, yeah?
actually give up on that and choose. It's pretty
Like
rare.
McCandless or
Yeah, so that kind of.
that's what you were thinking about. Well, what's his name? Tim McCandless or
I can't remember.
I
the
can't
name.
remember his first name, but yeah, I read the book. I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, it's. I think everyone should be given the opportunity to experience the whole spectrum and then place themselves. Most people will go for the like uber rich scenario,
Which
but
makes no sense either. You know, diminishing returns.
What's
Okay,
that?
so Mark Cuban is worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elon Musk is worth what, $128 billion or some shit like that. I don't know. Now they're both super rich. They probably live very similar lifestyles, all that good stuff. They probably have yachts and nice homes and all that crap. And the only difference between the two of them is a whopping $127 billion. Like, there are only so many boats you can ride and so many fucking jet skis you can buy and all that shit.
that's why Elon Musk is going to space. He's literally building spaceships.
I respect Elon Musk for what he's doing. It's something. All the people who are super successful, they're usually called crazy, and I know a lot of people called Elon Musk crazy too. I think he could be doing something to help the people of Earth, though, because
Well, it's kind of doing that. The Earth is
no, but I
on many
mean,
levels.
I mean, help them while they're still on Earth. Like I just never understood. Like,
What difference does that make?
okay, well, if you have 128 billion dollars, you can help a lot of poor people, as opposed to
But help how?
give them food, give
I
them
mean,
shelter,
it's building
give them.
infrastructures, which is gonna make life much easier for everyone. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
building
yeah, but on-
internet for everywhere.
Fair
in
enough.
The world.
Fair enough. I agree with that. 100%. Starlink is dope.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, and I really
you know how
appreciate
faster
him.
a country could develop
With
what-
internet, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I never thought about it like that. You're right. You're right.
and electric cars. That's like pollution and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is working on is sort of like
Is there like a
positive in a way.
Fair enough. You know what, dude? Elon Musk is doing his thing. Who am I to tell him anything different? I'm just some dude from. I'm just a nigga from New York, okay? Like that's all I am. All right.
Okay.
Like, I love how uncomfortable that made you. That's right. Take a sip of calmness. Francesco, I just want you to understand something, because we haven't hung out a lot.
We should hang out more.
We should hang out more. People don't understand this. If I fuck with you, that means I like you. Like, fuck with you meaning like mentally. Like,
Yeah.
I like giving people shit to see if they can
I'm
take
enjoying every single moment
Okay.
of this conversation.
I
so-
just want to make sure you're not like, in your mind you're like, oh, this fucking asshole, like I hate him. But
no.
okay,
I can keep going.
just making sure. All right. What else do we have?
We have a not question, but yeah, someone's asking something.
Okay.
Marco is asking.
Marco Rubio.
Oh,
So
Hi,
he's
Marco.
asking about this quote: "Money is important for your mind, but not for your soul." What do you think about this statement?
Marco, feel free to call on Facebook and we can talk by
Money
voice
is
if you want.
important
But
for your mind, but not for your soul.
let's see what Chris thinks.
Okay, so. Oh my God, there's a perfect quote for this right now. I just can't remember it. Like
I think the core
entire
is
thing.
that like money corrupts.
Yeah, I think the more money you have, okay, in my opinion, life is all about options. I want to have as many options as I can have. I want to have options as far as
When you say option, you mean like opportunities.
exactly. I want to have options in what type of house I could buy, what type of car I could drive, how I can help my mother, my sister. I'm going to be an uncle in a week and a half.
Oh, cool.
All that
Congrats.
shit, man. It's not my kid.
I mean, still.
Thank you, though,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Madison Lawrence. She comes out.
Beautiful.
She comes out.
She comes out in a week.
She comes out in a week and a half, man. So yeah, but the thing is, though,
She gets released, you know.
she gets released. I'm talking way too much about my sister's vagina right now. It's making me uncomfortable. So let's move on. But back to Marco. But a lot of people, and you see this on Wall Street too. You see this with people who start off small, and like as they elevate in their careers and they start making more money and more money, it's really sad, man, because these are the same people that you were hanging out with before, and it's like, oh, this guy's like super cool. I love him. And it changes you for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's like what you were talking about with Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He was a charming asshole before, and now he's just an asshole.
Yes.
I mean, even
Well,
though neither one of us know him,
I
but
think money, they play a role in your life. Like there is a thing in Hollywood. They say that you stop growing the moment you become super famous or super rich, because that's where you don't need to put any effort anymore in life.
bro, it's intoxicating. Okay,
Yeah.
like, okay, so my old boss, he was like my mentor. I fucking love this man. he showed me a bit of the life. He was worth $250 million by the time he was 28.
That's not bad.
That, yeah. So like he would bring me to a basketball game, and we're sitting at Madison Square Garden at the front row, and if you put your leg out too far, you could trip a player that's walking by. It's intoxicating, man. And I think the fear of people trying to get money from you and the fear of losing that money and that lifestyle is very rare. So it kind of fucks with you in your soul, I guess. Or at least that's what I believe. But yeah.
I have. I noticed this in. I have some friends who are particularly wealthy, and are we out of wine? This is a disaster.
No Corona, I promise.
That's all right. I didn't realize we run out.
Oh, bro, so don't worry about it.
I do have some friends who are particularly wealthy, and I noticed that not all of them, but most of them, they are. I like to call them suspiciously stingy, because they are stingy by default, because they're worried that you're interested in them because of their money, and their defense mechanism is to overcompensate on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Yep.
Which is pretty bad, because like I wasn't born like even okay, like I was on the lower end of like income.
Yeah, me too.
And I've been told I'm quite generous as a person. Like I like to buy rounds to everyone.
Yeah.
I like to I don't know.
I'm the exact same way, bro. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I never want to split a bill. I'll go like,
I'll just
get
get it
this time. Next time it's on you. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But these people it would be nothing to them, but they just don't do it.
Okay, well,
because but I understand why.
Yeah. I was gonna say, try to think about it from their point of view. If you go out and the check comes and it's just assumed that you're gonna take care of it because you're rich, it's like, hey, what the fuck, man? Like, I love you, we're friends, but like, I'm not your sugar daddy.
I know, but I'm not saying that they should pay, but I'm saying that going like, oh, we're splitting, right? Like, that's just like off-putting. Like,
here's my whole thing. I don't mind paying for the bill, okay? I'll literally get it every time. I don't give a shit. As long as the other person doesn't A, take advantage of it, and B, assume it.
Yeah.
So if it's like, hey, the bill comes and they're reaching for their wallet and they're pulling out their money.
Yeah, the purse grab.
Yeah. And it's not bullshit. It's not just like, oh, shit, I'm pulling out the wallet. Oh, shit, he didn't say anything yet. Oh, my God, is he really going to make me pay for this? None of that shit, all right? If they're genuinely, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, my God, what's going on here? It's like, calm down. But if they're genuinely willing to help pay for it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Like, I took Christy out. Christy's one of our friends.
Tell Christy she should come as a guest.
Dude, I love that girl with all my heart. I think Christy is she's fantastic. She's. We
lost touch. We used to hang out a lot.
Yeah? I'll bring her by sometime. Because we record in Bondi and Coogee, so.
That's cool. It's just around
we're
the
in
corner.
Coogee, so yeah, I'll bring her by next time. But yeah, man, she's just so cool. Like, she's an asshole. She's such a dickhead.
Yes.
But she's a dickhead like a guy. Like, genuinely. Like, you
I
could
love
say
her. She's fantastic.
Yeah, you
We've
could
been
say
working on some projects together, like TV shows and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
We should all do something. Seriously.
Why not?
Why not? We're cool, interesting people.
I need a sixth project to work on.
Exactly. You're not busy enough.
4 hours of sleep. Who needs that?
You won't go on another date until
2057.
But yeah, man. We should, man. We should do something. We should collaborate.
Yes.
And she's also... Anyway, let me stop sucking Christy's dick.
Have you done any acting in your life?
No.
Just curious.
I'd be down to do it. I think I'd be good at it, but I just never tried.
Just curious. I'm working on a show. I might need. I have a role, but
Do you need a good-looking African-American gentleman to be funny and charming and all that shit?
Absolutely.
Well, here I am. My name's Chris. How are you?
So, what are you working on with Christy?
So this is how it goes. All right. Most weekends we'll meet up, and I'll record whatever she wants to do, and she records whatever I want to do.
She's doing still the dance thing that she was doing.
She was doing it for a while. I know she like ventured out into some other videos.
Okay.
She had one where first of all, everyone should go onto YouTube, type in Christy or Camp Bastille video. It's
Look
it's
it up.
hilarious. I love that video. Like I genuinely
Let's
just start
have a
cracking
look.
up. Yeah, sure. All right. I mean, it's like 12 minutes. I don't know if you want to play the whole thing, but
Let's have a look at a bit of it.
there's a good part towards the middle where she's like trying to hook up these girls with like this black guy that they were like checking out. That part's pretty funny.
And what kind of videos do you do?
I literally walk around. All right, so I'll think up a question about relationships usually, and I'll just walk around and talk to people and just ask them that question, and wherever the conversation goes, that's where it goes.
Did
But-
you share the link of this podcast on your social?
bro? So here's the thing. I have about 25 videos right now
Yeah.
that I have not edited any of it because I'm.
No, I mean of tonight.
What do you mean? Did I
this
share the
thing.
link?
Yeah.
Not really.
That's bad.
No. I'll share it, but like I'll probably give it to my sister. My mother would have a heart attack. Like she knows her son's a piece of garbage, but she doesn't know he's a complete piece of shit. So I don't want to give her any heart attacks.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah.
Did you find it?
No, I can't find it.
Should I? Christy Allcamp. It's AUCAMP, and just Christy spelled the usual way, CHRISTIE. And it's on the YouTube. It's what the kids are calling it. The YouTube. The tube.
The tube.
Yes. So yeah, man. When we got to get you a date.
No, there's no need. There's no time.
There's no need. There's no time. Okay, fair enough.
I have a friend who actually trying to hook me up with a friend of a friend of
Okay.
She's pretty attractive.
Yeah. The girl that they're trying to hook you up with, or
Yeah. But I was like, okay, can we do like the 26th of September because I'm like fully booked till then. Nah, I'll make time.
you
time.
have to make time for some fun,
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I should.
This girl could end up being your wife. You never know. Give it a go.
I wouldn't mind having a first wife. I'm actually actively
What an ass.
no, but I'm being serious. This is one of the reasons why I broke up sort of with one of my exes, because I told her like, you should be my first wife. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, I don't see us staying together forever.
What it's like leasing a car, like you're just going to try her out for a little bit and then it's like, you're getting old. Get out of here.
No, I just
Like-
cannot see. Like, I don't believe in the forever fairy tale.
I don't believe in that shit either. But if you put in the work, if you truly love this person, they truly love you. Dude, there's nothing better than like genuine love from a woman.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
sure, from
like-
anyone.
No,
Woman,
not
man,
not from anyone.
dogs.
A woman will follow you into hell if she truly loves you. Like she'll do anything. It's crazy. Like seriously, dude, it's insane. So,
Dogs do that too.
oh my god.
I mean, there are more chances that a dog
Oh
would.
my god.
No,
Okay,
but literally.
you need to stop right
Picture-
now. You need to stop right now because every woman listening right now, what they just heard was, "Hey, he's comparing us to a dog."
No.
Which-
Okay,
which-
that's not,
which
that's not what I'm saying.
I know that's not what you're saying, but that's what they're gonna think you're saying.
I'm
so
saying-
you should
I
probably
wanna
like,
clarify. I wanna
yeah.
clarify.
Let them know they're not dogs. Yeah,
They're definitely not dogs.
they're not dogs. They're human beings just like you and me.
Yes, almost as lovely. My point I mean, my point is, if I was
He's not
just-
getting laid until next Halloween too.
picture me
Yeah.
running straight into like a fire hell, like just like a wild bushfire,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Let's say I have a wife and a dog looking at me.
Yeah.
Which one is gonna follow?
Hopefully both. If you're trying to save their lives from the fire.
No, I'm running towards the
Oh,
fire.
you're running towards the fire. Sorry.
Yeah, and they're looking at me.
Yeah, but dogs are dumb. Like
Yeah.
they're loyal and they're awesome animals. I love dogs.
I'm saying that like true love is being totally
I'm sorry.
blinded by
No,
like, you know,
that's not true at all. I love my mother to death. Okay, if my mother blew up a school bus full of children, that's a good question. I wouldn't rat her out, but
I'm
but
happy
God
to
damn it,
hear that.
if she's running towards fire, hey, she's an adult. You make your own decisions. That's a good question.
I agree with that.
Who is? do
This
you
means
love-
that dogs will love you more because they're dumb. That's all. Like, that's all I was trying to say. The more you're dumb, the more you love. As soon as you put rationality in the equation,
Oh
then
my
you
God.
love less.
Okay. I'm not gonna add anything to that, but I'm just
What's
gonna
your question again?
I'm gonna let you sit in that for a moment and just, you know what, you're in timeout right now, Francesco. I want you to sit there and think about what you just said. Ladies, if you're watching, point at the computer and just say shame. Shame on you, Francesco.
Shame on you.
There we go.
Please call in and I need to hear it. What's the question now?
Okay, all right. So you love your mother?
Absolutely.
If your mother started blowing up school buses full of children,
I would rather.
you would rat her out?
Yes. Rather out.
He didn't even have to think about that.
I
God damn.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty nasty action.
I know. So here's the thing. Oh God. This is gonna sound terrible. I wouldn't rat my mother out. I would have a very serious conversation with her, like, Mom, come on, Moms, you got to stop blowing up school buses full of children. But I don't think I could rat her out. I wouldn't go to jail for her because you can't go to jail with an ass this fat in America and think you're not going to get raped. Like, it is what it is. I mean, dude, jail is scary. Fuck that. But yeah.
I would have talked to her before she starts blowing up.
How would you
school.
know she's going to start blowing shit up? You know, here's another question. How about this? Who are your three favorite wow, I cannot speak English. Your three favorite people in the world? Like, it could be family members.
Besides mine.
That you actually know, though. That you actually know.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, give me like 25
Take your time, bro.
days to think about it.
Including dogs or
No. It has to be a human being. Has to
I was
be a
about
human
to
being.
say my dog.
Nope.
No, okay. In what sense? Because in what
Three
regards?
people that you love in this world.
What, my...
If they were to disappear from your life, you would be shattered.
What, my mom, my dad, and my sister.
Okay. Your mom, your dad, your sister. All right. The three of them. Oh, are they watching?
They might.
Oh, I'm going to fuck your family up right now. Let's go. All right. So your mom, your dad, and your sister are on the top of the building. All right. A fire
I'm
breaks.
not going to play this
Nah,
game.
son.
I'm not gonna play this
son.
game.
You're in too deep. A fire breaks out. You can only save one. Who do you save?
I don't think that scenario is realistic. And I like to like, I would think about that if and when it becomes real. Hopefully it would never be. So, yeah.
No, Francesco. This is life. You have to think about these things before they actually happen.
That's unhealthy.
Preventative. Wow, I really cannot speak. Preventative.
No, because you're not going to know the
preventative.
truth.
What?
Like, I could say, I don't know, my sister or my dad or my mom. Like, regardless what my answer is right now, when I'm going to be in the situation, I'm sure my answer is going to be different.
Yeah, but that's why it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, but that's why it's also pointless. If I know that-
Hypotheticals are pointless, yes. But we're guys. We talk about shit like this.
Okay.
Be a dude. Answer the question.
No.
Yeah.
I politely refuse.
You know what? You're a smart man because Christmas was going to be very awkward.
Well, if I ever get to go back to Italy with this lockdown.
Mate, you'll be fine. Oh, dude, actually, Italy, at the very beginning, got it like the worst.
Yes.
It was terrible, man. I saw videos and like, Like the Italian grandmother was crying because she can't make her food, and just all this crazy shit. It was insane. Do you know anyone that got it, or
Yeah, a few people.
yeah, or they?
They're okay.
They're okay. All right, cool. But my sister and her
I
fiance
know
got
one
it.
person that died of it.
Yeah.
Only one.
Were you close to them, or
No.
was it okay? All right. Well,
Like it was a friend of a friend, like sort of person. Are you
bless the
Christian?
dead. No.
Why did you do that then?
Why not?
Sure.
God and I have not spoken in a very long time. I don't know if he would want to speak to me.
Are
anymore.
you not Christian or not religious
I'm
at
just
all?
not religious.
Okay,
Don't believe in any of it.
interesting.
But if it makes you a better person, God bless.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
I agree. Some people need it, some people don't.
yeah, it is what it is. I hate
Master
when
of your own
people-
delusion.
Wow, that was a good line. Okay.
Let's talk about real estate. Did you like how I smooth into this like transition? Like,
Okay. So when you say real estate, I don't really. I deal with the aspect of real estate, and also my business is not fun and entertaining. I don't know if we want to talk about it. Like I literally, me and my all right. So I've got 15 guys that work for me, and we make walls.
not those ones. This, not even this one. Like, that's part of the building. The
Yeah,
other
yeah.
one in the other room.
But
is
the
like-
other, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean.
Yes.
But that's it. We make
How do you
walls.
call them?
What?
The like the
So in this country, in Australia, they call it gyprock.
Jeprock.
Gyprock, yeah. And in America, they just call it drywall.
Drywall. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I knew. Yeah.
You really want to sit down here and talk about drywall?
Well, you have a business in which like you entrust people to build drywalls for you.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting to me.
It's not. It's not. Look, so I've got my right-hand guy who's
And
been-
you said you mentioned something before we started podcasting
what?
about you being unique in this business in this country.
Oh. So sorry, bro. Just let me put this on airplane mode real quick.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I do appreciate.
Yeah, sorry, man. All right, there we go. So, what about how? Okay, so for whatever reason, in Australia, like the trade of gyprock is just dominated by Asian people. I really don't understand why. Like
Maybe they highly specialized.
like there is math that goes into it, like Pythagorean theorem. That's how you say it, yeah?
Yeah.
Pythagorean theorem. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's not something that's super difficult, and you don't have to go to school for it, which is why I did it. Like my background, I went to school for marketing, ended up working in finance, but
Yeah, you've been like you've been working in trading, right?
here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, once I go back home, I'm not going straight back to finance, man. Yeah,
Cool.
make that money.
So what brought you into the? Okay. So it's dominated by Chinese,
Asians.
Asian.
Kai, would you like to come over here and slap the shit out of him?
He's on fire today.
Kai, you're Japanese, correct?
Yes, correct.
You're not a Chinese man.
Also, the
No.
name is Kyo.
And just so you know, Francesco, all Asian people aren't from China.
I didn't know that.
There's Japan, there's Taiwan, Taiwanese people, Chinese people, and all sorts of people from Asia.
Why is my mic on mute now? I don't.
So that you can't say more racist shit.
I was trying to be racist.
I'm fucking around, man.
I'm just saying
I'm
that
having a laugh. I'm having a
his
laugh at
actual
your
name
expense.
is Kyo, not Kai.
I know, but I'm stupid American. I can't pronounce shit. I could barely speak English.
I'm not
Okay.
Chinese.
Okay. Asian dominated market industry.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. That's great. But Anyway, yeah, man. I don't know why. It's just a lot of Asian people, and then
Also,
and then
Asian
me.
Asian could be anything. Like if you're Russian, you're Asian. If you're Indian, you're Asian.
Nigga, you know what I'm talking about when I say Asian. Goddammit. Don't try to pull up Russian people. You know what I mean. I mean Chinese people.
I'm just picturing all of these Russians building drywalls.
No, man, not Russians. I'm fucking around. That was a joke, Kai. But
You know I'm gonna start calling him Kai from now on.
I don't mind whatever.
wait, no. I was supposed to call you Jamie. My bad, Jamie.
Yeah.
We're on Joe Rogan right now. I forgot. My bad. But yeah,
So,
I don't know what the question is. Like, it's me and a bunch of. It's,
I don't know. Like you were talking about how you're like unique because like you're the only non-Asian
I'm unique
person
anywhere
in
I go in Sydney. I'm
Why
black.
is that? So you're the only black person in Sydney?
Bro, okay. So I'm being very serious right now. Not very serious, but whatever. So when I used to live in Coogee,
You used to live here?
I used to live in Coogee.
Why did you move out?
So I have this thing where look, I'm living in Sydney, but I want to experience different parts of Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Like when I move someplace, I like to build a little community. It's like, hey, I can walk down to the cafe. Those people, they know me. Hey, Chris, what's up? Hey, what's up, Buttercup? And it's just nice.
I know.
You know, so that it's like, hey, you can go back to these places after you move, and you know people. It's nice.
Yes.
You know, like
I moved 9 times in Sydney.
Yeah, that's just like me. Yeah. So I was in Coogee for a while. I can't remember which question I was answering because there were 2 questions.
It doesn't matter.
There were 2 things.
Just keep
So
talking.
okay. Well, being black, I used to have this game that I would play when I was living in Coogee in Bondi called "How Long Has It Been Since I've Seen Another Black Person?" Bro,
Okay.
I've gone. What was it? I think the longest I've gone, and this includes going through the CBD, is 8 days.
Wow.
Yeah, man. There aren't a lot of black folks out here,
Huh.
which I don't mind though. Like I talk to everyone. I like everyone.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
I'm surprised. Genuinely surprised.
why? You live here too.
Yeah, but I
Well, I mean, it's not it's not something that you would
I
look
do
out for
see
though.
black people around.
You see black people around, but like not very often, especially not in Coogee.
Probably not.
No. Oh my god, it's so funny. So
I'm gonna start paying attention.
So one day we were having a barbecue in Coogee, and there's like this unwritten rule: if you're in a predominantly like non-black area, if you see like another black guy, you know, you give them a little nod, like, "Hey, what's up?" So I'm walking with my white buddies, and I'm just like, there was like a black group having a barbecue, and you know, I'm nodding to everybody. I'm just like, "Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?" And my friend's like, "Oh my god, how do you know all these people?" And I told him, I was like, "Oh, I know them from the meetings." And he's like, "The meetings? The black people meetings, the monthly black people meetings." And I was like, and I had to explain to him, I'm like, "No, I don't know any of these people, but you just say hi."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do white guys have a thing like that? Like if you're in Africa and there are no white people around, do you do you look at another white guy and you're just like, like, is that a thing or?
I'm not sure. I've never been to Africa. I really want to go. Like a lot of people.
For what?
I really want to go.
I don't want to go to Africa.
I do. A lot of
Good
people
luck.
really interested in traveling South America. I really want to travel Africa over South America.
This is gonna sound so bad, but it is a very strange thing in America. Like, there's a division between Africans and African Americans. Like, Africans, like,
Before you keep going,
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of Africans
Okay.
because I'm from Sicily, and
Yeah.
Sicily is basically
oh, I know,
Africa.
I know.
So-
I've heard that's why I made the Sicily joke when I came in here. Yeah, but what the fuck was I about to say?
I don't know
Remind
something
me-
about Africans and African Americans.
Oh yeah. So Africans don't look at African Americans and be like, "Oh, yes, these are our brothers." They look at us like, "Oh, look at these dumb, ignorant ass niggas." Like, they're like, "Oh, you made rap music? Congratulations!" Like, I saw an interview one time, and the guy, it was a comedian, this comedian D.L. Hughley, and he was interviewing these 2 African guys, and they were just shitting on him. It was amazing. They were like, "Oh, your people have been here for 350 years. What have you done? We export presidents to your country. And they're talking about Barack Obama, obviously. But I look at them and I'm like,
He was born in Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still African.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. But yeah, like I relate Africans to like African parents to Asian parents. Like they don't fuck around. Your ass is gonna go to school. You're gonna get your education. You're gonna get a good job. You're gonna be an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, something like that. African Americans aren't like that. It's not like that at all. Like it's starting to become like that, but when I was growing up, it just wasn't. But that was also because I grew up in a poor section of Brooklyn. So yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. This topic is like like it goes deep and
dude, it's something like I can try to explain it to you, but unless you experience it, it's like a woman trying to explain childbirth to a man.
I
You
know.
can't really
Like,
understand them.
I'm gonna say something that is. I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound controversial.
Oh please, speak freely. I
but
hate that.
I never truly understood
Mm-hmm.
racism until I got familiar with American culture.
Oh, dude, racism, and I'm being serious. It's one of the smartest things that I'm being serious that rich people ever did. Racism, it's so sad, but it's genius at the same time because on one side you have Donald Trump. Okay, keep Donald Trump in your mind. Okay, on one side you have a poor black idiot and a poor white idiot who really, if they came together and worked together, they can bring themselves out of their situation. But the people who run shit, they don't want the American people to understand that they're getting fucked by the people who run shit. They would rather have everyone just fighting amongst each other because it works out better for them. You know, you keep these people arguing and bickering with each other, and they don't realize how badly they're getting fucked. But it's not they're getting fucked by each other. They're getting fucked by, some guy in his ivory tower. It's genius. It's the oldest trick in the book, divide and conquer.
Yes.
And we're fucking idiots because we just fall for it.
Yeah.
Bro, I knew Donald Trump was going to win when I saw him in rural America, what people in America call the flyover states, the Midwest and all that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a crap about that. We care about the coast. We care about the East Coast, the West Coast, New York City, California, shit like that. But when Donald Trump was going, and stomping ground and meeting all these people, and I saw one speech where he was like, oh, don't worry, guys. We're going to bring back your coal working jobs, even though it's obvious that the world's moving towards clean energy. And I just saw, you have to understand, though, these are people who are having their livelihoods taken away from them. They're looking for a little bit of hope. Hope is dangerous. Like, it really is, man.
It's crazy dangerous.
It's dangerous because if I've got nothing or I'm losing everything that I have and you give me a little bit of hope, I'll hold on to that motherfucker for dear life.
Yes.
For dear life. And if you tell me, oh, these are the people that are taking my jobs, you look like me, you sound like me, I'm going to believe you. That's just how it is, man.
It's very simple.
It's very simple. And honestly, the way to end racism, at least in my mind, it's not with all this PC bullshit. You can't legislate feelings. You can't say, hey.
Thanks for saying that.
It's nonsense, bro. It's complete bullshit. If you
I
have.
think PC leads to segregation.
Yes, it does. It truly does.
Labels are the
That's-
real danger.
That's exactly what it is. Instead of everyone come together as a people, it's just, oh.
You need to unify people, not like divide by labeling everything different.
But bro, I guarantee you though, because people are just fucking dumb. if everyone looked exactly the same and they had different eye colors, we'd separate each other by eye color.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, the blue eyes are, they're lazy bastards.
There's
But
an
the
episode,
brown eyes, those are good people, man. They're hard workers.
There's an episode of Rick and Morty like that.
Yes.
With the nipples.
Yes. I love that show, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But it is what it is. The way to solve it, though, in my opinion, we have to stop all this bullshit. We have to stop trying to legislate feelings because you can't do it. If someone has nigger in their heart, they're going to have nigger in their heart. They need to go out there and meet people who don't look like them, interact with these people, and goddamn it, soon enough, you'll find out, oh, this guy's not bad. Dude, you ever seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I like to compare that to my life, all right? Because
In what sense?
I'll tell you.
You know a Carlton?
But oh god, I'll tell you the whole story. So I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. I'll tell you the whole story after. But basically, I went to go live with my aunt and uncle and my cousins in New Hampshire for high school,
Okay.
and I'm me. Like that sounds so arrogant, but I just do what I do. I go out, I talk to people. I like shaking hands. I like getting to know people. And within a week, it was just like, oh, we love this guy. And everybody would be like, oh, Chris, you're the coolest black guy I've ever met. And it's like, you have to, people say ignorant statements like that, but you have to understand that they haven't interacted with anyone who doesn't look like them. So in my mind, I'm just like, okay, I'll take that, but let's talk about this. Let's have a dialogue about this shit, you know? And I would hear statements like that, and it's like, why can't I just be the coolest person you've ever met?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
like shit like that. But I think I did some good work in New Hampshire. So, so yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it is what it is. But yeah,
I don't know. Another thing about America is when, like, to stay in the topic of racism to an extent, is Americans really hate. Well, American who don't look like the white English sort of like background, they hate the question, "Where are you really from?"
I think that Asian people hate that, and I understand that.
I'm not
Because
saying that.
it's the
I'm not
most,
saying that it's a good question in any.
it's the most ignorant shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and can I ask you a question? Why do white guys have this weird fetish for Asian women? Like.
Okay, this is okay. This
He definitely has fetish
I
for Asian
don't.
girls.
He got that fever, baby.
Okay. This is way more interesting than what I asked you. So
Wait. Hey, Kai, get on the mic, man. did he ask you? Hey, Kai. You know, I know we're buddies. Do you have like a sister you could hook me up with, or?
He tried.
Oh God.
He tried.
did I?
Yes, you did ask me a couple of times.
That's not. I don't recall doing that. Only because I know you don't have a sister.
I love how uncomfortable Francesco is right now.
I'm not uncomfortable.
This is fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay.
Francesco, I'm masterful with people. I read body language. I read people like this. You are a little bit uncomfortable right now. It's okay.
Because I need to pee, but I don't want to leave this place because I don't want to.
Shit. Wait. You know what? You should leave so that Kai and I can talk. Get out of here. Go
I'm gonna
pee.
pee, but then I want to talk about this.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Did he ask if you had like a Geisha girl for him?
He probably wanted to, but.
Oh my God, man.
So Chris,
Yeah, talk to me, bro. What's up?
what sort of job did you have? You said that you had a lot of jobs in between, like different jobs.
Okay, I'll walk you down. So, my first job when I moved back to New York, I was I was a receptionist when I was 18 at this place called Skippeth, New York. They help mentally and physically disabled children.
Cool.
Very depressing job, but very rewarding at the same time. Yeah. Second job I had, I was working in fashion.
Oh,
I thought I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was younger.
that's pretty cool.
Dude, I've got mock-ups and all that crap. If you
Wow.
need an outfit made. Dude, I used to go to a fashion school. I went to FIT. It's a world-renowned fashion school in New York City. Okay,
Wow.
and dude, it was just great. It was 86% women, and obviously 14% guys, and about 13% of that 14% were gay guys. So, bro, oh, the first time I ever got catcalled
Yeah.
was at FIT, and I was looking around. I was like, what are the girls complaining about? This is great. This is fantastic.
Wow. So that's where it all started. All your, you know, skills.
The whoredom. Wait, show the camera. That's great.
I needed more appropriate
good.
clothes. It's getting pretty hot anyway.
Oh my god.
What did I miss?
We're talking about my jobs, man. Like what jobs I've had.
Oh, what jobs did you have?
He went to fashion school.
I went to fashion school.
Did you design this singlet?
I would have done a much better job than that piece of shit, but
Please design
okay.
me one.
I can. I'm serious, man. Like I'm not bad, but I don't know, man. I've got a lot of different interests. So I went to fashion school. Thought I wanted to be a fashion designer. And I really enjoyed fashion until I started working in it. I love the people in fashion. Like I've never had any problems with anyone, but it's a very catty industry.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
I can
god,
imagine.
it was just exhausting, dude.
I lived in Milan for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They don't fuck around, man. It's just weird.
I know.
But like all the women would come up to me, and for some reason, people just want to tell me gossip, and I'm not a gossipy kind of dude. Like I'd rather talk
Aren't
to you.
you though?
Not really. Not really. Like I'd rather learn information about somebody, but I'm not gonna go and be like, "Hey, Gwyneth, did you hear what happened to Rick?" Like,
Oh yeah, no. That's,
I hate
yeah,
that
no,
shit.
that's fucked up. Yeah.
Mind your business.
Yes.
But okay, so I did that. I had an internship in fashion. Finished that off, which was one of the greatest things. Yeah, my 20s, you could make a movie out of them. It was just fantastic, man. Like I moved into this awesome apartment in Brooklyn. I had 5 roommates. To this day, we're like brothers. I love them to death. We had a next door neighbor, and his family owned Webster Hall. Have you ever heard of Webster Hall?
No.
Okay, so it's the oldest nightclub in New York City that's still running. Like, it's world renowned. People from all over the world have come just to perform there.
Never been to New York.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, and I had that right next door. So if it was Friday or Saturday, I could just knock on this door. Hey, man, you going to work tonight? Yeah, bro, come through. And I would just get drink tickets, even when I was underage and all this shit. My 20s were awesome. What else? Am I telling the other jobs, or do we still give a fuck? Or
We do give a fuck.
Yeah, please.
other jobs. So what was it? I did fashion. Okay, so after fashion, I started an electronic repair business.
Where?
That was an awesome job, man. I love that.
In the States? In New York?
Yeah, in New York. So I only had like one employee. It was just me and him. But like, it was great because I ran it out of my apartment. I would smoke weed on Saturday, and people would come and drop off their electronics, you know, their PlayStations, their phones, their cameras, their whatever. And I would just get high as shit. Not too high, because I didn't want to fuck anything up, obviously. But yeah, and I would just watch cartoons and and fix electronics. And that's how I would spend like my Saturday morning most days. After that, oh my God, what did I do after that? Oh, after that, I had a sales job, which was like one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. That job actually changed my life. Because I was playing football with a couple of the guys that worked there, and I tore my ACL, and I ended up having to leave my apartment that I loved, and I lost my job and all that stuff. I had to move back to my mom's house. Matter of fact, if I didn't have that job, I wouldn't be here right now. Because while I was at my mom's house, I was just like, bro, I can't even lie. I was just super depressed. I was like, oh my God, like I had this great life and I was doing all these things, and I'm back at my mom's house. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What's going on? But during that time, I started like really getting into YouTube. Like I couldn't travel anywhere, so I would just travel through my computer, and I would see, all these people doing all these cool things and traveling, and I would send them messages and I would talk to them. And one of the guys that I talked to, this guy named Jabril Agoro, love him to this day. He was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna be in New York. We should hang out." And we hung out, and bro, he was just like, "Dude, you have to travel. Like, the road was made for you. Like, you need to go out there and just see people and talk to different sorts of people and just see the world." And God damn it, that's what I did. And after that, I started a marketing business. And through that marketing business, I ended up on Wall Street. One of the clients that I had was this guy who owned his firm, the guy that I was telling you about before. And the way that I got the job, I pitched him on Bitcoin, because when my ACL was torn, dude, I was addicted to Bitcoin back in like 2012, 2013.
I missed that train.
Bro.
I had a friend of mine who told me like we should really get, like,
Yes.
my business partner at the time.
Yeah.
He was like, we really need to get into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I looked up this thing. I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
And that was like probably the worst
Bro,
financial decision I've ever made.
one of my worst regrets to this day, our COO, this guy named Tom Witz, he's been working on Wall Street since he was 25. I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. And he's shitting all over Bitcoin. He's like, yeah, this is just like a fad for the moment. And I remember on my last day there, right before I started my travels, before I came here, he put so much bullshit in my ear that I sold not every single Bitcoin that I had. Not going to tell you how many I have right now, but I held on to a very small amount, an extremely small amount, single digits, okay, just in case like I needed money while I was on the road. But I sold the rest of it.
Oh,
You know how much I sold it for?
not much, I guess.
$500, all of
Wow.
it. And this is back when it was like 30 something bucks a pop.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't
Wow.
ever listen to people. Trust your gut. It will not lead you astray. I'd be a very rich man right now. And
I was dating a girl. Her father was a trader.
Okay, all right, cool.
He had at some point when they were worth like the first like spike when they went like up to 20K or
Yeah.
something.
Oh.
He had 10 of them.
Oh. Okay.
And he lost the encryption key, whatever. Like he lost access to the wallet, and he asked me to help him out to recover the backup. And I ran a few like recovery softwares. And long story short, I managed to recover what
Oh,
at
really?
the time it was worth 200K euros.
Back then, it was worth 200K euro?
Yeah.
He had 200,000 euros worth of Bitcoin back
Yes.
then.
That
man
we're talking 20. When was it?
Oh, when it was 20K.
When it was 20K each.
When it was 20K each.
Yes.
So he still had 10 Bitcoin.
Yes.
Okay, well, if you had 10 Bitcoin today, that's what, in Australian dollars, that's 700,000 bucks roughly. As of today, I think.
Anyway, he
Yeah.
was like, oh, "Okay, I'm so happy that you helped me out, like to recover all this. I thought it was lost forever. I'm gonna give you something." And then we broke up, and he never did. It was fun. It was fun. Funny story.
Can I be honest? You really fucked up. you.
Everyone told me you should have kept for yourself like one.
I'm sorry,
and
bro.
Give him
Yeah.
like the rest.
You're a fucking fool.
I mean, it
Oh,
was-
I'm sorry. That came off too strong. But bro,
No. I mean, I'm a honest person. Like, I didn't even want. I didn't ask him for anything. He like spontaneously told me, "Oh, I'm gonna give you something for like your help." I was like, "You don't have to," and he was, "Oh, I really want to," and then he didn't. I was just like, yeah, "Okay."
remember, bro, you don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate. You should have been like, "Hey, bro, I'll do it. I'll recover it. But one of those things is mine. 10%. That's fair.
That would have been fair.
That's completely fair. 10%, or he could have had nothing.
But going back to dogs, love makes you do dumb things.
Fair enough, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what else do we have?
What else?
Asian girls?
Oh yes.
No, she was
His
fucking
Gaisha girls.
Italian. One of the very few Italians I've ever dated. I haven't dated that many Asians. To be a few.
But why not? Kai, did you hear that? He said that with disgust in his tone, I think.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm just starting shit, man. I'm fucking
What
around.
are you talking
No,
about?
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
I'm mostly disgusted by Italians. Like, okay.
Italian women are great. Dude, they're like some of the most badass women I've ever met. You have a friend.
Some are. And some are not.
I don't
And
know
that
about-
applies to any, like, I don't want to use the word ethnicity. I want to say nationality.
No, that's not true. Some cultures you find certain attributes. And for whatever reason, Italian women, at least all the ones that I've met, like without fail, they're very vocal and strong people. Like, but feminine at the same time.
But that has to do with the culture, not with the, like,
The culture and the people go hand in hand. Black people, black culture. White people, white culture. Chinese people, Chinese culture. That was a joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You know, Kai, you should slap the shit out of both of us.
Yes.
I must disagree.
You don't think so?
The culture goes with the social background where you grow up in. It doesn't have anything to do with the, like, quote unquote race.
I didn't say race, though. I said ethnic groups. You
Yeah,
can have
ethnic
different
groups,
ethnic
yeah.
groups of Indian people. You have different ethnic groups of Asians, different black
Yeah,
people.
but
you know?
I'm Italian. If I was born in Mexico, my cultural background would be Mexican.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we disagreeing then? Why are we fighting?
Okay. So my point is.
What are we arguing about? We agree.
Yeah, we agree on most things. Like tonight, I think we disagreed on nothing. Maybe a couple of things, but
I mean, the women are dogs part. I disagree
yeah,
with
that's
that
the
strongly.
only one. I didn't say that.
You already fucked up. You already fucked up. You know why? Because you just said it. Yeah. You just said
this is-
yes.
Yes, we disagreed on that
Bro.
topic. No, but
Oh
I.
my god. For those watching, I barely know this man. He could have a couple of like white hoods inside his office. I'm kidding.
I'm just saying, dogs can love me specifically more than women can.
Well, you completely changed your tune, but I do agree with that. Yeah.
Thanks. That gives me hope for my future. I lost my point. I lost my.
When did you cut your hair?
When?
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
When was it, Kyo? Kai?
Like a few months, maybe.
Yeah.
Bro, you had like a very funky style. I liked it.
Yeah, it was curly and dry, and I had a single dreadlock that looked like a rat tail, and people were like, "Oh, nice rat tail." This is a dreadlock.
No. I could have pictured you. I
was getting so pissed off when people would refer to that thing as a rat tail. I was like, "This is not what it is."
I could have pictured you with a pair of John Lennon glasses, the circular ones, or the Harry Potters, whatever you want to call them, the cool looking ones. though.
I always thought him.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh! No, bro. You need
Keep
some.
going.
You need some dark ones. You need some smaller circles and dark ones.
Yeah.
You would look like a bad motherfucker in that.
I have a picture of that.
Yeah, and the long hair, a nice suit, and
Kyo, can you go on my
And two women
photos
on each
archive?
shoulder.
There is a picture with
each arm.
small,
rather.
round, dark glasses. Yeah, sorry, what?
Oh, you missed it already. It's too late.
Oh, I was stuck on the I have a thing for glasses, as you can see.
I like glasses too. Yeah, oh, you got a nice little collection. It's not bad, man.
Not enough. Never enough.
Bro, I bought real sunglasses once. Never again.
You should try those ones then.
Which
The
ones?
blue ones. They come like they're super cheap. They're made of they're made by a company that like has like a social cause. Every time you buy sunglasses from them, they recycle plastic from the ocean.
Okay.
Not that.
No, I know. But
These ones I really like.
These are the ones that look good on me. Ray-Bans, like the old school, the Wayfarers.
$5 Kmart.
Yeah, I think
I love
these.
them.
I think these might be a little bit too small, and they have like this little goofy accent over here.
They are the ones that look better on me of all of those.
Wait, let me check this shit out
They're
real
a
quick.
bit small for you, yeah.
I think they're a little bit small, though. Yeah.
Out of focus.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You can't
Try
see
those
them.
ones. Try the fancy black ones on the right.
These ones over here.
Yes.
I feel like I would look too effeminate with these on.
Nah, these are classy.
Those aren't bad, man. They're alright.
Not that picture. Not that picture. I'm talking about black, dark, small glasses. Well, what's that? This is New Zealand.
Oh, look at this one. They're showing off the guns.
You don't need to show all the pictures, by the way. Just find the one and
Whoa,
then.
whoa. What is this? Who's this young lady right here
That's my friend Sarah.
with the boobies hanging out?
Yeah.
What else do we have?
That's one of my best friends.
Huh.
Please, let's stop talking about
Well, let's ask
No
some
more
more
pictures.
questions. I want to hear more about you.
what do you want to know? This is going all like
Well,
opposite of how I thought it would. But
Bro.
that's fine.
a little bit of chaos in your life, okay?
I love it.
Look, I've seen your other podcast, okay? It's very...
It's very not me, by the way.
Well, it's very... Then make it you, bro. It's your podcast. It's very intellectual. Like, everyone's like, oh, yes, well, I saw the TSA report as well. Yeah, so that's just not me, man. Like, I talk shit.
No, but I love this. I love that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I'm just saying it's not me. It's just not my style. But,
I'm by podcast.
okay, all right. All right, let's go back to our game. All right,
Yes.
let's go back to our mandate. Wait. Is it your turn to ask the question, or is it mine?
I lost track.
Do you want to ask the question, or do you want me to ask the question?
You go first.
I'll go first. Do you want an easy one, or do you want something that's a little bit less superficial?
Give me the best you've got.
The best you got? Are you ready to look into the dark corners of your soul? Yeah?
Welcome to my life.
All right. And this is a question that I always ask on dates too. Because you can learn a lot from
I basically
Someone.
live in that dark corner.
depending on how they answer it. But what is the worst thing you've ever done to somebody?
Well,
And Kai, I want to hear your answer too, if you don't mind.
Leave me out of this.
Well, and it doesn't have to necessarily be like, oh, somebody else thinks it was terribly bad of you, but just something that you look back on and it's like, wow, that was really fucked up what I did.
one thing comes to mind. It's again relationship
Centric?
area. Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
Well, the short version of it is
Nah, son, I want to hear the whole thing. We got nothing but time, bro. What time is it? Who cares what time
who cares?
it
Time doesn't exist.
is? It doesn't matter.
Time is relative.
Don't worry
Okay.
about time.
Okay, the long version. I walk into a shop and I find a guy who I went to school with.
Okay.
We used to be like acquaintances, not really friends. He was on
Oh.
a different class, so like,
All right.
but I knew him.
But
He knew
you-
me.
you knew
we
each
used
other,
to hang
yeah.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was with his girlfriend.
Okay.
Uh,
God. Watch out, ladies. Mr. Stilio bitch is here.
we can get to the end. It's pretty obvious what's
Oh my
happening.
God.
But it actually
What?
there are so many sides of this thing, but
I'm not judging
I'll
you.
try to stick to the core.
Go ahead.
We start chatting at the time. I was running a company, a business in tech.
Okay.
We were developing softwares. I used to run this like web agency sort of thing.
Okay.
Developing websites. We were doing filming, video editing, photo shooting, all of that. And he was a designer, and he was looking for a job. And the water is gone. Kyo, can you please?
No, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Let's call the waiter.
No.
Not Kyo, the actual waiter.
The waiter.
Yeah, we have a waiter here. He's sleeping in the kitchen right now. So we were working on that thing, and he needed a job, and I told him just come to like try to work with us for a while.
Okay.
And his girlfriend was a fashion designer,
Ah.
and she just liked to like hang around sometimes. So I got to
Okay.
know her,
Okay.
and we started to become friends.
Yep.
And to go out all together.
Yep. Just the two of you without him?
At first, all of us, and then she started asking me out, just the two of us, because sometimes he was busy doing like other jobs for other people. He was a freelancer.
Okay.
One night, she asked me to go over to her place around like 2 a.m.,
I wonder why.
which is something that like we were all night owls, so owls.
Yeah.
So we used to hang out at night anyway.
Okay.
So was nothing weird about it. But most of the times
If
it
you
was
say so.
most of the times it was like multiple people. It was either a party or it was like a group of people.
Okay,
it was never
okay.
like two of us. And
Okay.
that night we were just chatting on at the time like Windows Live Messenger or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like those times.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm super bored. I want to watch a movie. Why don't you come over, bring some ice cream, and we're gonna watch a movie and have like a movie and ice cream night.
Kai, I wish I could see you right now. Have you ever had someone say something and it's just like, oh my God, somebody else must have heard this? Kai, if a lady invites you over to her house at 2 a.m. to watch movies, Netflix and chill, what do you expect to happen?
Wow.
One word, brother.
We've been alone other times, you know, like. Anyway, I did like her, but she was my friend and at the time employee girlfriend.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, okay, man.
So was this like
happy
you
to be
alpha
friends.
dogging him? Like, hey man, I can. So let me stop. Go ahead. Just continue. I'm gonna shut up.
You're asking for the best, like the worst thing that I
No,
did.
no. I'm fucking around. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm to this day I'm not even sure I did something bad because of how I managed the whole situation. I think at least there is space for discussion. Anyway, she jumps on me and I leave
Okay.
right away.
I
go
respect
like,
that. I respect that. Yeah.
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 Wait a minute. I leave. I go back home. She messaged me and she tells me like, why did you leave like so like abruptly like and I was like, you know what would have happened, like like I don't think that's the right thing that how things should evolve.
Of course.
Like she like, you don't like me? No, I do like you very much, but you're my friend's girlfriend and you are in a monogamous committed relationship with him and he's my friend and you're my friend and that is not how things should happen. Like if anything should happen, these are the wrong circumstances. She went like, this is like something. If you ask me, that's what she said. If you ask me, this is something beautiful that we just discovered, and we should not deny ourselves the chance to explore it and see where it goes.
Is that what she said?
Yes. Because we
That's
don't know
smooth.
what
Wow.
can come out of it.
Okay. Wow.
And I told her, are you 100% sure or what you're like aware of what you're saying and what you're asking? And she
Yeah.
went like, yes, full stop. And I was like, okay, in this case, I'm coming back. And yeah, and we started this like relationship in which I was the like third party and she was like still dating him and she kept telling me, I'm gonna break up with him.
Okay. Yeah.
And they kept arguing because like the relationship between them was not going very well.
Okay.
Besides like me,
Yeah. What a funny thing to say. It wasn't going bad.
it was going well.
Even without. Oh, it was going well.
It was not going well.
Yeah. It wasn't going well.
Anyway,
Even without you. in the
even without
mix.
me in the equation, like they were arguing all the time and they were fighting and they were like
Okay.
unhappy.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
Just so everyone understands, especially women. It is one of the hardest things for a man to do is to turn down sex from an attractive woman.
when she's literally on top of
When
you.
she is thrown, especially then, it's hard. So, look, your two heads were fighting. you know, the head up here won the first battle, but this one won the war.
Yes.
Okay. So was there any fallout? What happened?
What happened is that the thing carried on for a while. She kept like sort of breaking up with him, but not really, and then going back with him, and she never actually broke up with him. And at some point, she started seeing her ex, the guy she was seeing before the guy I knew.
Wait, all three of you at the same time?
Yes.
Player.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
And I knew about that, but he didn't. He didn't know about me. He didn't know about the other guy. Anyway, I kind of... at some point, she wanted to move overseas.
Okay.
And she asked the boyfriend to move with her.
Okay.
He says no.
Okay.
Then she
Good on
asks
him.
me. I was like, sure, why not? I'm I don't give a shit.
She went down the line of all her boys.
Wait. I told her yes.
Yeah.
She asked the other guy. He says yes, the ex.
Yeah.
And she comes back to me and tells me like, you know, like that guy said that he wants to come with me. I already lived with him in that country, so I'm not gonna name places and names, but so I think it's not the right decision to go with you. Like,
Oh!
like, sure, whatever you like, whatever you
Oh
like.
my God.
I didn't give a shit before. I don't give a shit now. You do you. If you want to have a relationship with me, let me know. And I
Why
will
would you wanna
assess
have-
that as soon as you reach that point.
Okay. Question: why would you want to have a relationship with her after she just played you? Wait.
She
Also,
was
how old were
confused.
you?
I was 25.
You're still a very young man, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She was high all the time, constantly. Lots of MDMA, lots of weed. Anyway, what happens is that at some point, I'm kind of like mentally exhausted by this whole situation,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
and I rent a car, and from Sicily, I just start driving, and I end up in France,
Okay.
where a lot of life happens.
Okay.
And I was away for like 2 months.
You just picked up and left.
Yeah. I rented a car. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here. Drove
Wow.
off.
Okay.
I drove for 2 days straight,
Holy
just stopping
shit.
to pee. And then I was like, okay, I think this is enough. Where am I? Okay, this is France. Good. What good can come out of France?
Okay.
Lots. Turns out lots.
Okay.
France is amazing. But after 2 months, I come back with my mind completely clear. And she was in fucking other country.
Okay.
And she got back with my friend.
Okay.
So I decided I need to...
Wait.
But they were in a...
Yo, this girl was a brazen asshole. That is amazing.
Thanks for saying that.
Shit, what a player. She's a pimp. She had all three of you. Wait. So she...
She was living with her ex in another country while she was maintaining a long-distance relationship with her ex.
With the other ex.
Yes.
Wow.
And
I've-
she
I've
wanted
never
to
heard
keep
that.
like some sort of friendship with me, which didn't really pan out.
She wanted to keep you on the hook in case the other guys didn't
Maybe,
work out.
I don't know. I just called the
Maybe,
guy
that's it,
and I
yeah.
told him, because I still work with him at that point.
You told him what happened?
No,
Oh God. Okay.
sort of. I tried to. It was hard, so I sort of like let him understand by himself. I told him, you know why I left for 2 months? That is because I was feeling guilty of how things were happening around me, and I didn't feel I was acting in the best interest of all the parties involved. I think I wronged you and the other people that I cared for. And I couldn't stand that anymore, so I had to leave. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No,
I
the-
have no idea whatsoever.
That's a beautiful way to say, hey, bro, I was fucking your girl. Like, oh my God, Francesco. Okay.
He said, I have no idea what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, anyway, everything is over now, and all good.
Wait,
And he was like, okay, let me just leave right now, and I'll get back to you on this. He left. Like, probably an hour after he leaves,
Yeah.
I get a phone call from her,
Uh-huh.
crying like crazy.
You
Like-
blew up my spot.
Yeah, he was like, oh, he asked me so many questions, and I had to tell him that like I cheated on him over the phone while I was abroad, and this is like you knowing what position you put me, like now I'm here all alone. Like, you're not alone, you with your ex. Anyway, like I'm all alone in another country, and my boyfriend just broke up with me because you told him that I didn't tell him.
Complete lack of self-awareness. I hate that shit. You did something wrong, obviously.
Yes.
That's shitty.
I was completely in love, by the way. Like I was the dog.
Oh,
I was the dog.
Poor Francesco.
Everything comes back to the dog.
Oh,
Anyway, the day after,
yeah.
he sends me a message like, "You're dead to me," and
Don't blame him.
I replied,
Hmm.
I told him, I don't blame you. However, I would really much appreciate because you heard her story,
Mhm.
I would really much appreciate if you gave me the chance to meet up one more time.
Yes, buddy.
And tell you the whole story from my side.
Yes.
Then you can punch me in the face. I would gladly accept that.
Yeah.
And then you can decide if you want to still like
Because
talk to me or not.
I'm sure he wanted to relive the infidelity of his best friend and his girlfriend one more time.
And he replied again, "You're fucking dead to me."
Yeah, don't blame him. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. End of story.
Bro, I've had similar experiences to that.
Which now you're gonna, because the questions now is to you, right? So you.
No. The question was, what's the worst thing you've ever done to somebody?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'll answer that, but I'll tell you these two stories real quick first. So sometimes I get bored of hanging out with friends and I just go out by myself. And sometimes those are like the best nights. I used to do that in New York all the time. I do it here. And one night I met this Canadian couple, all right? Gorgeous girl, good looking guy. And I was like, hey, you guys are cool. I'll show you around the city. Okay? And they had just gotten engaged the week before. Okay? They're in New York celebrating their brand new engagement. We go to a bar, and the boyfriend, we're standing outside. She's smoking a cigarette. I was sharing one with her. And the fiance, not boyfriend, fiance goes inside to go take a piss. Within 0.5 seconds, this girl pushes me up against the wall and tries to start making out with me. And it was just so hard because I was like, oh my God, she's sexy as hell. I had to push her back. I'm like, your fiance's inside. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, he doesn't please me anyway. And I'm like, you just got engaged to him. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy.
Wow.
So, dude, the fiance came back outside, and he just felt the energy. Like, he just felt it was off. And we hopped in a cab, and we were going someplace else, and I was just like, yo, I got to get out of here. And I just left. And then another time, there was this
But
girl.
that's not your fault.
Oh, no, it's not my fault at all. I'm just saying, it's shocking.
Just bragging about how attractive you are. Just kidding.
I'm a balding 31-year-old man, okay? The other time, there was a girl, we were friends with benefits, and I was friends with benefits with her for like a solid year. So one day, I thought she was single and everything.
I don't like any of this. Sorry to interrupt. I don't
Yeah.
like any of this labeling. Like, this is friendship. This is when friends with benefit. This is a monogamous relationship. This is an open relationship. This is a polyamorous relationship. Fuck all of that.
That's how the human brain works, so we label shit. We label shit.
Shouldn't be. That fucks up things
Yeah,
for all of us.
It does, but that's literally how our brain works. Like, you see something that you've seen before, okay, it goes into this.
I don't think I have any girlfriend I haven't slept with at some point. And it didn't start sexual, or it did, and then it
Yeah.
evolved into a friendship, or it started like as a friendship, and then at some point we started,
She wasn't my girlfriend though. She was just girl
Yeah,
who
no,
came
no, that's
around
different.
once a week and we.
No, yeah, I know,
once,
I know.
twice,
But when I say we were friends with benefits and just like it pushes my buttons,
Okay,
labels.
okay.
Sorry.
Well, sir, I'm
keep going,
so
keep going.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm
I'm
just
so
like
sorry, Francesco.
human species like labeling
Yeah,
labeling things, and
it's
I
how
just
our
don't
minds
like
work,
that.
man. It is what it is. But so one day we're hanging out at my place, and her phone just starts going off, and like this person called at least 15 times, and I'm just looking at her like, "Are you gonna answer your phone?" And she looked really nervous, and she's like, "I'm just gonna go downstairs for a minute." I was like, "Okay, this is very strange." So I'm on the balcony, and this is Houston Street in Manhattan. Okay, there's a club next door. There's taxi cabs. There's cars. There's a bunch of noise. Okay, and I hear her and some dude yelling at each other, and I go downstairs. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And the guy like he almost charged at me, and he was like, "Is this him? Is this him?" I was like, "Bro, hi, my name is Chris. Who are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm her boyfriend." And I was like, "Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't know you existed." And dude, I took him to a bar because I told her like, kick rocks, like get out of here. I took him to a bar and like, I just tried to calm him down. We were actually good friends for like a couple of months before I left, but yeah. I don't know what the point of the story was. Why did I just tell you that?
I don't know. You wanted to tell me about the worst thing that you ever did.
Okay, the worst thing I've ever done. Okay.
That was a good story, though. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Then we want to hear from Kai.
Okay.
No freaking way.
I can tell you two things. One is the worst thing that people have told me I've done, and the worst thing that that I've done.
Interesting. Yes.
Okay, so this is so rewarding right now because the girl that I'm about to tell you about, she made videos on TikTok about me years later after this incident happened.
Oh.
So I'll tell you about it now.
Well,
But anyway,
I wrote books about women after years I've dated them.
okay, wow, heartbroken.
Nah, it's all good.
Nah.
Just sharing.
But anyways,
Experiences.
so there was this girl. To this day, I love her. I think she's fantastic. She's an asshole, but we got along so well, bro. Like we used to go out on Friday and Saturday night. We'd go to a nightclub, and if we were feeling frisky, she'd bring somebody back, or I'd bring somebody back, and we'd all just have fun. It was just whatever. But anyway, so she came to meet up with me in India, and unfortunately for her, India just wasn't what she thought it was going to be. She thought it was going to be like Thailand, like just partying nonstop and just having fun. And it was like the low season in India. So just, it wasn't popping like that. Anyway, so we ended up going to a hostel because we were getting sick and tired of each other. Like we just started arguing and shit like that, which we had never done before. And I rented like a private room at this hostel, and she would, come in and stay if she wanted to. One night, she was acting really cunty, and not in the friendly Australian version. She was being a cunt in the American version. And she went off with some guy, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like we used to, that's the type of relationship we had. Like she would go on dates and she would tell me about them. I'd go on dates and I'd tell her about my dates. So I was like, all right, she's going to go get some ass. But at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up out of my drunken stupor to her and some guy literally right next to me. And I'm hearing moaning and I'm hearing shit going on. And I just looked at her and I said, are you fucking serious? Like, what about spending time with me would let you think that you would get away with this? Like, what the hell's happening? So anyway, the next morning I got a separate room. I went to a travel agent and I just left. I didn't say anything to her. I just left. I left her in India. I went to go meet up with some other friends and I had a great time.
What happened to her?
I don't know.
You
Never spoke to her
to
again.
her?
Never. She sent me a bunch of messages, read them, blocked.
Huh.
I'm not going to put up with that shit.
So this is the worst thing you ever done.
According to other people. Like I tell
Why
people,
is that bad?
I don't know. So all the women that I tell the story to, they're like, oh, well, it's more of a safety concern. And I'm like, well, I don't know her anymore.
No, she's
so
a
it's not my
responsible
problem.
adult that like, yeah.
She's a grown ass woman. She was 26 at the time. So yeah, she can handle her own business. But anyway, so I don't think I've ever told anyone the story. So just give me like a second to
filter it out.
no, just to get everything, to remember everything, because I was 19 at the time. I was 19. I was working at this place called Skip of New York, and there was this guy named Harvey. Harvey was a decrepit old man. Okay, like his legs were fucked up. He had a cane. He was also very spicy in his attitude. Like I love that about Harvey. He was just like, he didn't give a fuck, man. Like if you said something that he didn't like, he would tell you right to your face. Okay, management didn't like this. The only reason they kept him around was because Harvey probably couldn't get another job, and he had been at the company for like 20 years. So basically, I was supposed to take care of something. I didn't take care of that, and Harvey took the blame. And brave me stood by and said nothing. And because I was just like, oh, they always yell at Harvey like nothing's gonna happen. And this decrepit old man who literally had to wear diapers to work lost his fucking job because I sat there and just said nothing. I just let it happen. I brave me. I should have raised my hand and been like, yeah, that was my fuck up. I should have done that. It wasn't Harvey's fault. But
why did he take the blame? To protect you?
No, he was like, he just didn't know. He didn't know who
was actually responsible.
I'll tell you what happened, okay? So there was a bunch of mail, including like checks and shit, that was supposed to be mailed out. And fuck, man, I feel like such a piece of shit right now. And I was like, all right, I'll do it on Monday. Like, I just didn't feel like making the trip. And at the end of the day, one of the directors came by and they saw it, and they just like automatically assumed that it was Harvey's fault because she just didn't like him. And I didn't say anything. And at the end of that day, Harvey lost his job, and look, man, he's 60-something years old. His body doesn't function. He doesn't get along well with other people. He's not going to get another fucking job. Like, and yeah, that's it, man. I was just a piece of shit. So, yeah.
This is interesting. I mean,
yep. I've literally never told anyone that before.
Thanks for sharing.
No. But yeah.
I had a lot of people sharing with me stories. Okay, if this is of any consolation, for some reason, people feel like opening up to me, and
I get that a lot too, man. Yeah.
This is not the worst I've heard.
Oh, dude, I've heard. I asked that question on dates. I've heard some fucked up shit. Like, what I did was terrible.
Not even top 10.
No, I understand that, but it's still fucked up. Like
that's fucked up. Yes,
yeah.
It's bad.
It's bad, yeah.
But people do crazy shit.
Okay, you tell me the worst thing you've heard, and I'll tell you the worst thing I've heard.
I'm not sure I feel like sharing that because it's like not something personal.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to disclose information about other people.
It's not your
because
story to
they
share.
Trust me. Yeah.
Fair enough. I can share my story because it was just a date that I've never seen this girl again. I never will see her again. But so, you ever see that movie Mean Girls?
No.
Okay, well, it's a bunch of shitty girls in high school, and they treat this girl really shitty. And basically, that's what this girl and her friends did to this girl. It was lunchtime, and they were doing the part of biology where, you dissect a hamster or whatever, you cut it open. These assholes, they took this girl's sandwich. They took the hamsters that were cut open. They put it inside her sandwich, and she bites into it she's chewing, and before she realizes, like, oh, there's something off about this, she had swallowed it already. And the girl that I went on the date with, she goes over to the girl, she opens up the sandwich, and just looks at her and starts laughing. And the really fucked up thing is, she was so proud to tell me the story. Like she talked about it like it was a fond memory from like a holiday. Like, she was proud to tell me. It was just weird.
Well, okay, it's a bad story.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's hear.
But was the girl who ate the sandwich like vegetarian?
Oh
Is
my
that
god.
seriously a question?
Oh my
here?
god. Oh, Kai, you know what? You need to come out here. I can't talk to this man anymore. What an asshole.
He needs a slap.
He needs 2 slaps. Send him back to school. Oh my god.
I don't know. I mean, like,
Whoa. If somebody gave you, unbeknownst to you, to your knowledge, hamster sandwich, you'd be okay with it?
well, we do
That
eat,
wouldn't fuck you up?
we eat rabbit and quail, and like
Okay.
how an hamster is different.
I can't believe we're actually having this conversation.
Not the point.
This girl, we're talking about high school girls. She did
No,
this.
no, that's not. I'm not condoning that in any way. I'm just saying. It's like pranks. Like
Bro, thank you for coming out, by the way. I am speechless. I don't know what to say right now.
I had people feeding me things that I didn't want to eat without my knowledge.
How did you feel about that?
I was like, "You're an asshole."
Exactly.
But that was the end of it.
Imagine this poor girl who's getting bullied by 3 cunts.
I had my ex, and now like if there isn't any like children filter on this thing, I had my ex.
I completely forgot that we're live streaming right now.
She used some in the place where she was living. This story kind of turned me on a little bit, and in another way, it kind of disgusted me. I don't know how I feel about it.
Bro, I'm not gonna kink shame you. Go ahead. But let's hear.
She told me that at some point she was living in a shared house,
Okay.
and she found some veggies in the kitchen that she used as sex toys, and then she just put them back, and somebody ate them, and I was like, that is weird.
That's fucking disgusting.
She said I washed it, but still.
Ugh, I don't know how to respond to this.
Yeah,
man.
no, I mean,
I
but
literally don't know what to say. Like, she put it up. What her hoo ha or her poop shoot?
No. It was masturbated.
You can masturbate the asshole too.
Yeah,
like,
she was the vagina.
Yeah, he just said vagina like Borat. The vagina.
Yeah. I can say vagina.
Vagina. That was great.
Anyway, like, yeah, I think to an extent that is more disgusting than the hamster thing.
Well, it depends. So the guy, was it a guy who ate it, or you don't
guy.
know? When was the last time he got laid?
See, like you're having the same reaction to my like reaction.
It's
to
not the
hamster.
same. Hamster sandwiches.
How is an hamster different? I'm vegan. How is an hamster different to a fucking rabbit?
Dude, I can't do this. This is some wild shit, man.
Hamster, rabbits, quails, chickens. It's all the same. Like if you eat meat,
let me ask you.
meat.
Let me ask you a question, okay? There are people out there who enjoy anal sex, right?
Yes.
Just like how there are people out there who enjoy a nice roast beef sandwich or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. When you're expecting anal sex, why am I saying anal sex? Why the fuck did I go with anal sex?
I don't know, but
I don't know why I did.
let's see where this goes.
Whatever.
Okay.
When you're expecting anal sex, then it's pleasurable.
Yes.
When anal sex happens to you, when you're not expecting it, oh god, this dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm delving into like his world right now, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No.
Okay, I feel very
I
uncomfortable.
agree. I agree.
Like-
100%.
Yeah.
It's unpleasant. The hamster thing.
It's wrong.
The hamster
it's
thing.
wrong. It's not just unpleasant.
The unexpected-
It's incredibly fucked up.
Unexpected anal sex? Yes, that's fucked up. That's wrong. Okay.
Unexpected dead cut open hamster isn't wrong. You can go to jail for that.
It is wrong.
Yes.
It is wrong. But less wrong than unexpected anal sex.
I need a shower.
Oh my god.
I need a shower, man. I feel dirty.
If you need to compare,
Hey guys, thank you for joining
Thank you
on
for joining us today.
on Francesco's last podcast. Because this shit ain't gonna be on the air for much longer.
I'm just saying it's like it's bullying, and people do worse things when they bullying each other.
You're
Like
losing
kids do.
friends by the second right now.
It's okay.
I think this is a good cue to
I actually had one last question.
one last question.
I'm
Okay.
getting out of here, man.
Keep it clean, please.
My last question is the flipped question. Like, what's the worst thing that has been done to you? I hope nobody had like made you eat a hamster.
Oof. That's a good question too. What do you mean? Physically, mentally?
Whatever.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you the honest answer because that's just grim. But
I like Grim.
nah, man, you don't need to see me cry. The worst thing that's been done to me. One of the worst things, but quite frankly, it wasn't really done to me. I was just involved. It was done to my group.
Okay.
I mean, racism is probably the worst thing that's been done to me. But outside of that, my boys and I, we used to go play basketball after school. Actually, this might have been karma because we cut our last class. We went to go play basketball. We went to Gino's Pizza place, and we were playing basketball after, all right? And there was this kid, and he was playing basketball with us. Halfway through the game, he starts doing like real dickhead shit. Like he stepped on my shoe, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you obviously just did that on purpose. He's elbowing my friend. And I'm like, do you not understand that there's like 5 of us will fuck you up? Like, what are you doing? About 10 minutes later, we see a massive group of people. I'm talking between 25 to 30 at least,
Wow.
if not more. He leaves us, runs over there. He's shaking hands. These are obviously his friends. And then he starts pointing over at us. And my spidey sense is going off. I'm like, boys, it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge. We need to leave here now. Okay? We're only like 15. We were 14. We were 14 at the time. And he was about our age too, maybe a little bit younger.
Something very similar happened to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was crazy though. So him and his boys come inside, and there's no place for us to go. Like, there's one entrance, one exit.
Shit.
All right? And he starts pointing at us, like each and every single one of us. And he's like, oh yeah, he did this to me, he did that to me. And bro, we got jumped by a massive group of people. My friends got jumped. Have you ever seen The Godfather?
Yeah.
You remember the scene where Michael, I think it was Michael. It was Michael, yeah. Michael kills the cop. He goes to the bathroom. He gets the gun. He comes out. And I think I can't remember who was telling him the line, but they were like, look, after you kill him, you don't run. You don't walk. You don't make eye contact with anyone. You just fucking walk out of there until you get, and you keep going until you get to your destination. That's exactly what I did. I know I couldn't run because if you run, they chase. And bro, my boys started running and they all went after them. And dude, I walked, and it was something so surreal. It was just weird. There's like all this violence just happening around me, and I was just like, all right, bro, I gotta go pick up my brother. Let me get to the bus. Just keep on walking. Just keep on walking. And I made the mistake for half of a second of making eye contact with one of them. and he had just punched my buddy in the fucking neck. Like, my buddy was just destroyed. Like, he's just bleeding all over the place. And by some strange sliver of luck, nothing happened to me. I didn't get hit once. But yeah, man, my boys got fucked up. It was just crazy. It was just a weird experience. But yeah. Welcome to Brooklyn. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you didn't like try to help them out or
And do what? What would you have had me do, Francesco?
No, I mean
If I did anything, I'm getting my ass kicked too.
Yes, that is true.
They're getting their ass kicked regardless if I'm getting my ass kicked or not. Why am I going to get my ass kicked too? For what?
I don't know. Like
at that point, it was every man for himself, man. I'm not taking on 20 dudes, 25, 30 guys. Like, oh. But yeah, that was like one of the strange events that happened before I moved to New Hampshire, and yeah.
I would have probably got my ass kicked, but because I'm stupid.
Well, no, you would have stood up. Like you're very tall. Like, you know, I was able to.
That's a very bad story. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I have a couple of stories like that though. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Brooklyn was a strange place in the hood.
Okay.
But yeah.
My story was somebody stole $300,000 from me, but your story wins.
Whoa!
Your story wins. 100%.
Whoa.
What do you mean what?
What
Kai,
are you talking
know
about?
it.
I would much rather get my ass kicked than have $300,000 stolen from me. I could take a punch, but 300 G's, that's a lot of money. What happened?
Australian.
What do you mean?
300,000 in Australia.
No, I said what happened.
My former business partner screwed me over. He forged papers. He did a lot of like shady things, and it just fucked me up.
Is he in Australia?
No. I was just converting. Like it was in Italy. It was in Euro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm broke now.
That's crazy. I think if somebody stole that much money from me, I would have to hit them. Like, I would have to at least hit them. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's bad.
Did you see him after it happened, or?
I sued him and he won because he forged papers and he could prove that he was the rightful party involved in that like mess. I don't know. Like it was
okay. So
Italian bureaucracy doesn't really work. Like the legal system is fucked up and.
Huh. But did you saw him like outside of court? Did you?
No. After that, I never wanted to see him again.
We can't end on this note. This is too depressing, man. We can't end on this note. Okay. Another question. All right.
A short one.
A short question. Okay.
A question that leads to a short answer.
All right. What is?
Just because I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Bruh, I'll just order food when I get home.
I can order some hamster if you want.
So, but let me think of a question real quick. Here's a question. What is a profound moment that you've had, or what's a profound moment that you've had, or a moment that you've learned a lot from someone that you may not have necessarily known, or someone that you did know, whatever.
So something that I learned from somebody.
The best lesson you've learned, or something very profound that happened to you.
Well, the best lesson that I learned is to double check contracts.
Can you bring it out of like this realm of depression and like anger? And let's end on a good note.
The best lesson that I learned is not to. Okay, the best lesson that I learned, I think, is we are not our emotions. We should not identify with our emotions, because especially in English, when you say,
I don't understand what you mean by that.
when you say, I am sad, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Or I am happy.
Mm-hmm.
You're identifying with emotions, because like you go like, I am happy.
You're
But
embodying that emotion.
embodying,
Okay,
yes,
gotcha,
embodying.
gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
the
Yeah,
thanks. But what is actually happening to you as a physical creature is that you're experiencing happiness. You are not happy. Like, you are not happiness. You are not happy. You are actually experiencing the sensation of happiness. So what happens is we hold into high regards emotions, and we need to distantiate ourselves from emotions in order to truly appreciate it and process it in a healthy way. So whenever is a negative emotion, we can actually cope with it, and we can learn from that experience and actually grow.
Okay.
And when it's a positive emotion, we would not get traumatized when that emotion goes away from us.
Okay. Okay. I think I understand what you're saying.
To summarize, emotions are worth shit. Like, just look at them like you're watching a movie. Like, oh, this is happening to me. And my body is reacting this way. Interesting. Let's move on. Healthy approach to emotions.
Isn't that kind of...
Nihilist a little bit.
Okay, you took the words out of my mouth. All right, cool.
sorry.
But, all right, so one of the best lessons I've ever learned. Okay. I've always been super confident. No? Okay. These are the stages that I've gone through, okay? I've been super unconfident.
I cannot picture you like that.
I can't either anymore. I've been situationally confident, meaning if I had one friend or family member around me, confident as fuck. If I go out by myself, not confident.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm more like similar to that.
And now I've got sunshine coming out my ass. Like I'm just, I've evolved. I'm the final evolution now. And I like that. But me and my friends were hanging out at this really, really swanky bar. It was 34th and 7th. Can't remember the name of the place. It doesn't matter. But
What's your star sign?
Gemini.
Thanks.
Okay. What does that mean, though?
Nothing.
All right, cool. But we were hanging out at the super swanky bar, man, and we had a circle. There was about 10 of us in a circle, just talking, just shooting the shit, just having fun. And this guy, he just came over. He was like, and he came over by himself, and he looked like the Great Gatsby?
Yes.
He looked like the black version of Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie.
Oh, wow.
He just, bro, this man, he walked up with the confidence of 10 million men, and he just started talking to us. He said, hey, my name's blah, blah, blah. He shook all of our hands, and we just started asking us questions. We talked for about 5 minutes, and then he left. Just left, gone with the wind. And after he left, we all looked at each other like, do you know him? No. Who the fuck was that? It was just some guy. And I just love that so much because I changed my life, really. I didn't realize that was possible, that you could just walk up to, I was young. I was like 22, 23 at the time, that you could just walk up to a group of people and, you don't have to go out with your friends. You could just go out by yourself. You could just go enjoy your own company and you can meet people and it's not weird or creepy. And
And I love meeting people like that.
yeah. And if people do think it's weird and creepy, fuck them. Who cares? I don't give a shit what you think about me. And I love that, man. I chased him outside. I literally, after we were all just like, oh, none of us know who this guy is. I ran outside looking for him, but he was gone. Because I had so many questions. He was just gone. But yeah, man, I think about that guy sometimes. And for a while, I would embody his spirit when I go out.
I have a friend like that, and it was very inspiring to me.
Yeah, man, it's great. And now I kind of feel like I am that guy, so it's awesome. Yeah,
beautiful. We should hang out more.
We should hang out more, man. Bro, if you want to do a round 2 of this, I have so many more questions. I can talk
definitely
shit for days and hours, whatever.
I'm actually considering. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I have so many guests lined up, but
Yeah,
I
bro.
think we can definitely squeeze you in.
It can be whenever. It could be months from now. It could be next week. I don't give a shit. This was fun.
Thank you, and thanks everybody.
Bye. I love you.
Let's eat,
Yes.
please. I'm
All right.
starving.
Dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm calling the Uber. I'm going home.